boom, 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 boom. Dropping on the mixtapes, baby. Yeah, right onto the stream, baby. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, it is time, or at least it is the new time for the stream. Give me a minute. I'm gonna grab my speckles. There you go. Finally. Why is my brother putting so much freaking cash in here? Like, it couldn't even. There's so much cash in here. So much cash. But you can help to fill it too. Streamlabs, links down below. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Welcome to another installment of appabend's meme stream. Meme stream! Today's menu for the meme stream. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you got a lot of hooplas for the memes, for the stream. So many hooplas, which involves traps, Netflix, lolicons, pirates, JoJo fans, or the non-fans. There are so many of them. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing very well. What have you guys been up to? What have you guys been listening? What have you guys have been reading? What have you guys have been listening to? What have you guys have been watching? What have you guys have been playing? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna spend the first 1 hour and 8 minutes in the stream. See the timer on the bottom right corner down below. We're gonna spend that amount of time to chat and talk about stuff before we get into the hooplas, which there are so many of them for this week. As for me, what have I been doing? I've been doing pretty much nothing. Just doing my revision for my paper, which actually takes a long time because my professor actually asked for a lot. And, well, if you're asking for a lot, it's not exactly gonna take a very quick time, but there's that. And I've been playing some. I actually wanted to do. I don't know if I'm gonna do Horizon. I'm gonna do the Horizon Zero Dawn review because from what I've been playing, it didn't really impress me as much as a lot of people did. And then when I hear the news that Hitman 3 is gonna be Epic Games exclusive for about a year, and I'm like, okay, you don't exist, Hitman 3. Hitman 3, you do not exist. I'm going to just immediately uninstall Hitman 2 and wait until the Steam version comes out. And by the time that comes out, actually, you know what? Come to think of it, well, yes, we're gonna need to get the Steam version much late, but at least by the time the Steam version came out, there's gonna be probably lots of DLCs, patches, and everything like that. Bit disappointed with that. Aside from that, what have I been doing? As for what I've been watching, I actually don't know. I haven't been watching a lot of stuff. I've been busy with papers and everything, and sleeping because I really have problem with sleeping. I sleep a lot of times. Maybe it's too much work. But anyway, how have you guys been up to? What have you guys been playing or listening to or watching or whatever? What kind of questions you want to ask? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna spend the first 1 hour 6 minutes to the stream. Ooh. Why is the mouse cursor on the timer? That's kind of interesting. Why are you there? Anyway, is he gonna talk about that one JoJo fan with some JoJo character wearing a mask in Twitter? I don't know about that one. Is that a very recent hoopla? If not, I probably don't talk about that one. That dude really hates anime and gets stands JoJo. I don't know how they can do that. Tomochika.you. Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Are getting good? Okay, Master. Let's kill the hoe. Are you gonna dunk on Mother's Basement? We always have been. I believe that kid in the thumbnail, he's from part 4. Yes, that is my boy Koichi. He is an honorary Joestar. He is honorary Joestar when every JoJo protagonist has been JoJo has been a Joestar, but Koichi, in my opinion, is an honorary Joestar. He is the son, pretty much the son of Jotaro at this point. I kind of love how they have that sort of synergy, the father-son synergy, even though actually it kind of makes sense. Actually, considering their age, it kind of makes sense how it's father and son, but I kind of do love their synergy in part 4. But anyway, I probably remember this kid wanted clips that Appa showed in one of his meme streams. Yes, hot take, JoJo fans are more artistic than Sonic fans at this point. That depends on, actually that depends in general. How many saw the trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War? I wasn't expecting a Yuri Bezmenov reference. You know what I wasn't expecting about the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War trailer is the fact that apparently the trailer was hidden. It was a maze, like it was a hidden trailer being put by the developers. The developers just tried to hide the trailer in a bunch of stuff. And then there's this one guy who tries to find a trailer with a bunch of like references and cross references and numbers and shit, putting all of it together. And this guy finally found a trailer. I was like, damn, dude, if you're gonna promote a game, you don't have to do that shit. And they actually promote the game anyway. So anyway, every fandom had its run Apple, so generalizing an entire community based on a vocal minority is a stretch to say the least. Bruh, you wear Adidas, more like Adidumbass, am I right? Most critical. What about most critical? Most critical, obviously a normie for not thinking everything's a simp. Which was it that video where you talk about Pokemon? I forgot about that one. How was the week, guys and gals? Been practicing my piano and Japanese skills, and the second I can finally use verbs. Apart from that, I've been watching Glitch Text too. So cool. I also signed a shitposty fan art for the stream. I just say there's been a fusion accident. Also, I got a twin Quadro FX 4800. Think GTX 280 with extra RAM. Oh, it's an older Quadro. Double Xeon, totaling 16 threads with 24 gigabytes of RAM running. Still on Windows 7 at the moment. That's pretty cool. A nice, good old bits of old tech hardware that is advanced for its time. Goes nice with the old IBM mechanical keyboard. The other ones you can use as a blunt weapon. The Model M one, I actually want to get one of those. If I can get myself one of those. Even the replica one, I would get one because I just want to feel how it feels like to have a Model M keyboard. Getting closer for appabend senpai to notice all of us. Quadro, how rich are you? Well, again, that's not exactly the Quadros being referenced there. It's not exactly the high-end Quadros. So, thanks, Twitter. YouTube never informs me. Yeah, this is why everybody should follow me on Twitter, because YouTube doesn't inform people that a meme stream is happening. Well, even if YouTube doesn't inform you guys that a meme stream is happening, you guys should probably set off an alarm at this point. Like, set off a daily reminder. Hey, every Friday or every Thursday, at your time at least, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, there's always going to be a meme stream for me at this particular point in time. So you're going to set off reminders, because I'm doing this like pretty much in the same day, in the same week, or at least in the new days, at least in the same new day, in the same time. So could you give us a hint to what the Jap Hoopla is all about? Oh, I'm saving that for the end, ladies and gentlemen, because that is fucking hilarious. It is the funniest thing that I've seen in this entire fucking week. I trust me. What do you think of the cutest drama? We'll get to that. Do you watch The Dick Show? I do not watch The Dick Show. Thoughts on the Pikmin series? I haven't played the Pikmin series. You game on now? You're gonna talk about the weird shit from it? Yes, we'll get to that. I'm also a JoJo fan. I started from part 5 because everyone's talking about it. Who is this Dio and why is he so important? Why Koichi goes away after the first episode? Haha, Araki forgot. Seriously. Early and not gay. This lockdown made me pay for foot pictures and OnlyFans. I want the real female feet. Oof. Early but still gay. Oof. Your brother is thick, of course. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Attention, everyone. Manpaben is on the stream. Thoughts on ReZero anime? I'm not a fan. I've only watched a couple episodes. Not really into it as much as a lot of people did, because the second season is airing at the moment right now. So, Appa bro is thick. Nice cow family bed sheets, Appa. Cow family bed sheets. Press F for Kiss Anime. I'm pressing S to Kiss Anime. We'll get to Kiss Anime Hoopla in a bit. Which I tackled briefly in one video, but we'll get to this one in a little bit more detail, alongside the JoJo Hoopla. I just started watching Eva, and somehow the series has some good-ass animation, and on the same time, it has some of the laziest animation that I've seen. Depends. Are you watching Eva on the very end of the show? Which, in that case, yeah, I can see why that has the laziest animation you've ever seen. Let's hope Appa doesn't get fucked by autoscroll again. Well, I'm gonna get fucked by autoscroll always. Are there going to be a bunch of Uzaki cringe? I think Uzaki cringe has been... We've discussed about that in last week, and it's been saved up in last week, so we're not going to be talking about that. Let's move on to other hooplas. Also, what do you think of Anilog? I don't know what that is. Hey, Appa in chat. Miss shit posting on A. I'm catching up with anime and played the Resident Evil 2 demo. Cool. Been playing some Phantasy Star Online, an episode for release for the North America servers. Been playing Fall Guys. Make a solo playlist, please. And also been trying to distance myself from Twitter. People get too insufferable. Did you see the pedo shit from Netflix? We'll get to that. Who let Discord moderators make a movie? If they love you and your work, they're fans. If not, they are quote-unquote fans. Hey, Appa, can you announce this? Yo, JoJo manga readers, have you read JoJo Lion 100? But why though? What do you think of Vosh? I've seen a couple of clips of him. I've seen him debates. I've seen videos. Not much of a fan. I think we disagree, but I'm just kind of on him. Been playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Finally beat Persona Golden. And Ayane is seriously underrated. Second time this month, my PC trolled me with not seeing my 16 terabyte disc. Oof. Thankfully, they're fine again. Playing some Girls Frontline. Hello, Hitman 3. See you in a year. Have you played the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2 warehouse demo? If so, what are your thoughts? I actually haven't played that one. I have been playing mostly Skater XL, which is on Steam right now. The Unity game that is basically sort of kind of like the skate games from the old days, but unfortunately it's very bare bones in terms of features. There are a lot of features that I would love for it to have. Like pretty much the older skate games have the feature where you can just throw the board away and just fuck around and mess up with the ragdoll physics. That's fun. And the ragdoll physics in this one is fun, but only when you bail and you have to skate your way through. And that's kind of a shame. The replay features are actually pretty great too. Actually, Skater XL is pretty good in general. It's just lacking features. It's a bit too bare bones in my personal opinion. Need more features, and I would, if I could, probably support the developers in there one. I've completed 1/3 of my Japanese course I'm taking in Wanikani. Also finally got to Disc 3 in Final Fantasy 7. That's pretty cool. Wait, Hitman 3 is a what for a year? Hitman 3 is going to be Epic Games exclusive for a year. And I'm going to ignore that version. I'm just going to get straight to the Steam version because, no. If you were a social link, what arcana would you most likely be associated with? The Fool, the Chariot, perhaps? I honestly, no idea. Probably the last arcana that you're gonna have is Zawardo! Oh, not that one. I don't know. Which arcana would I associate it be? Probably the Fool. Actually, I'm kind of comfortable with the Fool. I'm just gonna stick with the Fool. Let's see. Where was I? You didn't ask where we're fapping to. Are you getting old and losing your game? Maybe a golf club would help. I don't know. I just didn't occur to me when I was asking. Did you play Henry Stickmin? I don't know what that is. Epic bro, that's cringe. Hitman doesn't exist. Appa will get my money when I get my money myself. What up? RPG MZ came out today and I started to make a gameplay foundation in my game. After that, I will draw the artwork and I'll draw my story. Lastly, come out the actual game. Just finished Persona 4 Golden. Stop playing Sleeping Dogs. Cool. Good evening, Appa and chat. I've personally been obsessing over Fugo KT Balance Unlimited and playing some Persona 2. Wasn't that the detective anime? That's pretty cool. I have too much free time. Actually, I'm gonna probably need to watch that. There's a manga version. We're gonna watch that. Gonna read that. Watch manga. Watch manga. Watch manga. Read anime. Listen to artworks. Test Drive Unlimited Platinum and caught some retro rave song there. I spent my money on feet and boob pictures, but why though? Sad Kiss Anime said that. I'm hoping those are fictional feet and boob pictures and not, OnlyFans. Sad Kiss Anime shut down. Nah. I'm not very sad. I'll get to it in a bit. Greetings, fellow salt mines. I was away from Fuck Epic for only a couple of months, and now Epic has a lawsuit as an ad campaign against Apple. Yeah, that was a hoopla that I'll probably be talking in another video, but probably not. Depends. It just depends. So, I just played OG Shantae for the Game Boy. My gaming chair is broken. I'll sit down every 2 to 5 minutes. Your favorite Japanese phrase, Appa? That's a very broad question. I actually don't know. There's so many Japanese phrases that I could think of. Actually don't know. I can't think of one that I use in the daily life at least, other than hayaku. I suppose hayaku counts. Ayane is underrated Persona 4 girl. Her socially was cute as hell. Playing some old games on my Xbox 360 I found. Also found out some cool indie games. The one I liked the most was a game called Dust and Elysian Tale. Wasn't Dust and Elysian Tale? That was the game that was made by one person. Wasn't that the game that was made by one person? That's kind of cool. Still playing MGS5 and the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, but I've also added the PS1 game Toma to the mix. Why is always the ones that hate anime the most that act so elitist? Yep. Koichi Best Boy. TDU's return makes me engaged to wait for Gamescom. Just think of the Epic Store as beta testing, so by the time it gets to the real gamers, it'll be a lot better. I'm playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. What do you think of Maddox? I don't know who that is. Why are you doing meme stream on Thursday? I think I have explained many times in the previous meme streams that I did on Thursday that I have a job and I decided to move the schedule to here because I have a job and it's a permanent job. And yeah, it's stuff. It's a job essentially. I would like to see if the new Need for Speed game might be revealed. Appa, what's Indonesian for hello? It's simply halo. It's hello. It's just halo. as in the Halo game, but it's pronounced Halo. So my PC side panel is transparent, so I lined my amiibo figures inside it with tape and it looks cool. Cool. Oh boy, here comes the Jotaro abandoned Jolene for Koichi memes. I love those memes. Need for Speed Heat was great, but it didn't last long. Finally got to play Paper Mario The Origami King and Dead by Daylight, The Assistance of My Friend. I watched episodes 25 to 33 of JoJo Part 3 and I can't wait for the appearance of the Great Dio. Apparently he's kind of the final boss of the season. And he got wrecked by Jotaro in just but the one time that he meet. So... how is Gacha Hell treating you guys? Spent 60 Saint Quartz and only got Med B when I was waiting for MHXX. I will not give up. I like Elder Scrolls now. You like Elder Scrolls now? Well, what makes you not like Elder Scrolls before? You wear Adidas? Can you squat like a Slav? No, I was reading somebody's chat talking about Adidas. Good morning, Appa. So I got Kick It Slider on my island. Yee, cool. I will buy an iPhone, but why though? Yes, Sonic fans. Look at Chris Chan. Why do streamers hate Burger King? Do they? Do they? I don't know. I think everyone has been sleeping more as of late. Your opinion about Koichi being Jotaro's son is actually a very JoJo opinion. And fun fact, this is a very popular opinion that Jotaro prefers Koichi as his kid than Jolene, his actual daughter. Actually, yeah. Because that's how they presented it. I'm sorry. That's just how they presented it. And somebody who's been reading part 6, I just don't see that sort of father-daughter synergy. Especially when Jotaro is pretty much non-existent, just got shoved off in a bit for the focus of Jolene and the rest, I suppose. Finally got a laptop that is amazing. RTX 2080 Max Q and 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's pretty cool. I played Minecraft with it. Okay. If Appa gets total $50 donation, I'll try to draw a wholesome page with only Appa. For every additional $10 he gets, I'll add a page. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. $50 to draw a wholesome page with Loli Appa. For every additional $10 he gets, the Metal Caesar King will add a page. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. $50. Streamlabs, link down below. Anyway, what's your opinion on Black Clover? Not really a fan of it. Not really that interested in the anime as a whole. Although I find it interesting that one of the characters is named Asta, which is one of the segments of my real name, Asta. So I got a gaming laptop. Cool. I've been back at KF2 after getting the DLCs for third cheap on Humble Bundle, and now I'm looking about my friends who's interested to get the base game for free to maybe to co-op with. Fuck everything it's talking about how good their week's been, while I'm just sitting here like, damn, it the whole beat thing. Thoughts on Netflix's upcoming Kanye appreciation? We'll get to that. I know the meme stream was starting because I was browsing YouTube. Kinda expected that Kiss Anime would be gone, but it's still a shame because the shutdown reduces access to certain anime, especially in some old and lesser reduces access to certain anime, especially some old and lesser known stuff. But the thing is, here's the thing that you need to be aware of. Kiss Anime isn't the only source for anime, for pirating anime. So when Kiss Anime gets down, especially when the fact that Kiss Anime pretty much tells you, we'll get to that, we'll talk about that. I'll just memorize it this time. Honestly, not sure until how late I can stay today. She's got to work tomorrow. I turned the bell on. Yopa, like Helltaker. I played Helltaker. It's short but sweet. Not really that much to talk about other than that. I hope I didn't annoy you or got on your nerves with my... I hope I didn't annoy you or you got on your nerves with my fan art. Not really. What makes you think that way? 2 Xeon X5560 and 48 gigabytes of RAM, also driver hell. Why do you still use Twitter? Because there are hentai in it. Oh well, still got our sources for anime. I've been playing Trolls in the Sky SC Quest to smash my bro. Haha, JoJo Series and Dog Soul. Well, I was getting silent likes on drawings I did, but now I get nothing. I didn't expect it can go worse. I guess I'm a shit artist then. What was that sound? That was the sound of my brother's alarm, which is apparently set to bloody palace. What did I say? Bloody Tennessee, bloody palace. Anyway, I saw some guy on Twitter unironically comparing black people to pig men from Minecraft. But what? Would you swap places with the main character of Rito of a Healer? If I swap places with the main character of Rito of Healer, I probably would have got... And when I go back in time to actually try to wreck the girl, mind control her, and then go mind control the other furry girl, and then I actually don't know which point where I would swap places with him. I'm not sure which point to choose, when he gets tortured or when he gets all his slaves. Actually, why is that even a question? I love Emilia. That one quote makes me feel god insane. It has a slow start, but it's worth it. Who would want to even be a healer? Yeah, go read that manga. What does it feel like the parts need to compete with next gen for the same price? Why does it feel like the parts needed to compete with next gen for the same price are missing? I don't know. Crunchyroll Kiss Anime is dead. Me. Which one? Crunchyroll. Wait, there's more than one. Did you play Fall Guys? Nope. I haven't played Fall Guys. I actually kind of want to play Fall Guys. Outer Skull Chan is a yandere. I gotta finish the rest of part 3 in between tomorrow and next Thursday. I wanna go watch JoJo part 4 immediately after next week's meme stream. Been playing Prey. Pretty good System Shock spiritual successor. After playing it, I don't miss the original that much. You're talking about the original Prey, the 2017 Prey, or the original Prey? Because it seems to me you're talking about the 2017 Prey, which I need to play that one too, because everybody's been recommending me that one. Hey Appa, hey fam, how are you all? Doing very well, thank you very much. Appa, do you play platformers? Depends. Which platformer? Wouldn't Reset Era mods be a more accurate description? I already saw some people using the Netflix hoopla to taking down lollies too, yeah. What do you think of AI Dungeon? I don't know about AI Dungeon. I told you all flat chest advocates are pedophiles. Netflix proves me right. Vosh is trash. Well, that's your opinion. What was the reason Appa does stream days early now? Well, I have work to do, so I don't know. YouTube seems to be killing my comments. Dude, what's up with California and little girls twerking? First the Powerpuff Girls remake and now this Netflix show. Wait, the Powerpuff Girls remake has girls twerking? The fuck? Your favorite underrated series, Appa? Would you consider Death Parade underrated? Death Parade and Rokka no Yusha, because those two animes are not the animes that people don't really talk about, at least not as of late. Those two animes are pretty good, or at least Rokka no Yusha until the last 10 minutes of the 10 minutes of the show. Let's see. Speaking of anime, just been watching some City Hunter and rewatching Agretsuko. Hello, Appa in chat. Sup, Appa? Do you watch Tokusatsu? I haven't been seeing a lot of Tokusatsu. Also, have you seen the SMT5 protagonist mod for Persona 4? Oh, that's actually kind of cool. You should play that Jack Films game. But why though? Have you heard of Woohoo Lad? I don't know what that is. Who that is. Sup, guys? I just finished my therapy session. How are you guys doing? I'm doing very well myself. Thank you very much. Do you like Sam Hyde? Not really. Sup boys, hi Appa. Hangman for me, I'm rather passive but get most of my knowledge by taking the opportunities that come to me, but I do not seek them. People are salty about the new Call of Duty game. Well, of course they're salty about the new Call of Duty game because they literally, the trailer makes fun of, I would say make fun of, but it's very anti-communist. Of course they're salty. I have a lot of cleaning to do for tomorrow. My birthday's coming next month and I plan to doing games and anime. Cool. Appa is the star arcana. He's our hope spot in a world full of more guardians and hooplas. Sorry, but only protagonists are fools. Oh, then I'm not the protagonist then. I'm the side character, which actually, you know what? I don't really mind because I've been a side character before. Technically, I'm the side character of EFAP, which I'll probably I'm gonna get to the 100 episode or the 24-hour 100 episode live stream of EFAP. I'm probably gonna get to that and star in like most of them if I could, but anyway. I would associate you with the Judgment Arcana due to all of the roasting you do on meme stream. That's not a bad reason. My stepbrother and I played a good amount of the first Pro Skater title when we were kids. Cool. Hi Appa, hi chat. Just pick up Sekiro Shooting Stars Alpha and destroy all humans. Cool. Oh hey, do you know about the actual Michelle Polnareff making JoJo references? The one that inspired John Pierre and Sherry Polnareff? He's on a French JoJo posting group. That's cool. Watch manga with subtitles. Been watching Dot Hack Roots and it's bad. Not as bad as Dot's Sign, but I thought it was gonna be better. Oof. She is my waifu because she loves food and I cook food and I love her. Hey. You heard about French film? We'll get to that. I once played a hentai game with a discount Naruto as the main character. I just finished Final Fantasy X and started 10-2. The first hour made me want to kill myself. Does it get better? Because right now it's so bad. I have no idea. I haven't played 10-2, but apparently 10-2 is bad. Pyrocynical's video on the platform is good. Actually, what's that? I haven't seen the platform myself, but his video on the platform is very good. Hey, Appa, what are your thoughts on Danganronpa? Not a fan. I thought it's more pretentious. It's more pretentious Ace Attorney, and it's just not really my thing. What are your favorite girls in each game? No. And why are Mika, Natsubiki, and Chiaki Nanami the best thing ever? No. This is why Torrent. Will we have cuties as Hoopla tonight? Yes, we'll get to that. Mine's Osu. Consume the Kum Chalice. Live video games. Yamete. Dumb spill video on Alpha and Omega is great. I don't know what that is. I'm going with Omaiwa Mo Shinderu. That's not a bad choice. Oh, the furry game. I think it was made by one dude. Yeah. Dust, the furry cat samurai game. The dead body has awakened. It's pretty good. Now nobody likes my drawings anymore. Guess I'm worst artist ever now. Okuyasu is better than Koichi. Nah, fam. Come on, yeah. Come on, nah. Okuyasu is better than Okayu is better than Okuyasu. Did you saw S. Monroe show getting out of the closet and calling himself straight? Sure thing, buddy. I wish I could join you, the other guy or gal that plays Assassin's Creed New Horizon. Animal Crossing New Horizon. Actually, I haven't played Animal Crossing New Horizon myself, so. What did you get? New channel made by Japan Anime Log. Oh, that one. In that case, I've talked about that in a video briefly a while ago, and yeah, I think that's pretty cool. They're pretty much straight up said, we're not going to distribute it through Crunchyroll or Funimation or whatever. We're just going to get it straight to YouTube. That's cool. Do you think it'll be popular if it releases worldwide? We'll see. Maybe it will. Freaking auto scroll come. Oh my god. Fucking. Of course. Where are you at? Neba, I forgot to highlight it. Oh, Neba. Fucking. There we go. Hello, Appapapap. Are you going to be on EFAP 100? Yes. Maybe. Actually, it's more leaning on yes, but we'll see the situation and condition. It's on the date that I am not really busy with, so I should be free on that time. Even though I'm making a fairy tale fantasy RPG game, I can't resist the temptation to add chainsaw and guns. To hear that ban is easy to circumvent is a relief to say the least. That's understandable. This is also very addictive as well once you get the hang of playing it. Jolene is not a reliable person like Koichi is. It's not a bad argument. Who is the worst father and why is it Jotaro? Depends on the son. That depends on the son at least. Need to adjust my setup. Hang on. I like GeForce Now. GeForce Now. Chio Dad says Haro Eburinan. I don't know what that is. Just watch the first 3 episodes of Eva and Shinji's bitchiness is overblown and the editing is weird as fuck and it's fast as fuck. Wait, I thought you said you watched the entirety of Eva. Now you said you watched the first 3 episodes. Which one is it? Speaking of PC, been ordering the parts. The idiots at the store sent me 4GB graphics card when I ordered an 8GB graphic card. Oof. Get a refund on that one. Hey Appa, what are your thoughts on Danganronpa? I already answered that. Not a fan. When are we talking about the hooplas? In about 42 minutes. For now, we're going to be talking about the chat. Is there a Polo Loco in Indonesia? I don't think so. Hi Appaben, how are you? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. What if you 2 times speed a live stream? That, I don't think you can do that. Puberty sucks ass. I won't hate on you if you use puberty blockers. Aside from that, already have motherboard, source, SSD, and hard drive. Source? What source? I've been watching anime and today I've just started working on a book and I hope to have the first arc done this year. Cool. JoJo King Stan Lettuce. The last thing I want to hear your JoJo is an N-word and said clear as day. The shekels, we need them. The only thing I know about Black Clover is that the main character screams a lot. Appa, where did you find the Okuyasu clip from? I actually have no idea. I found it on Twitter somewhere. And the problem is, the one that I found on Twitter, the original one, had some really shit quality, so I decided to grab the clip that I got from my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure video. Sorry, not video, the anime. I just grabbed it straight out from the 1080p clip from the anime and put the audio in there. So, yeah. I have no idea where it came from. Kishin Doji Gensen Zenki is very underrated anime manga. Your favorite localized stan name? I actually can't pick one at the moment. Can't really think of one on the top of my head. Appa, do you play Destroy All Human? I actually do not play Destroy All Human now. A while back, I think I played it at my friend's house, but I forgot. Jedi or Sith? Trooper or Bounty Hunter? Jedi and a Bounty Hunter. Kiss anime is but a drop in the ocean. Use Izanagi no Kami in Persona 5 Royale to test myriad truths. I know who Atlas' favorite child is now. Alright, here's a challenge. If you reach $100 on donations, I will draw an epic Appa poster with co-pics. Cool. There you go. $50 donation. Apparently lowly Appa comics and $100 donation. An epic Appa poster apparently. Alright. Streamlabs. Link down below. Why is my brother's cash in there? Pretty sure that's already archived on other sites. Yep. Pizza pasta, put in my balls. Fucking Naughty Skull. At least Kiss Anime in New Zealand is up there. Huh. Cool. Okuyasu N-word clip. I mean, yes, I know. I know which Okuyasu clip we're talking about. I'm having a blast with Yakuza 5. The heat animation are so damn brutal. I could literally click the search bar while using Kiss Anime and 500 million ads will pop up. Yes, exactly. We'll get to that in a place. Bloody Palace, is that a hidden level in Catherine? Dude, you see the Wukong game trailer from those Chinese indie devs? Yeah, I saw that. It kind of looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I kind of can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see it be released. Twitter is like a curse you want to get rid of, but you just can't be asked to remove it. Damn, I also have my mom's alarm to set to bloody stream. Bloody stream! Why did I say bloody palace? Oh, always. Totally not Aristoteo, donated $1. Just passing by. Thank you very much for the donation. Keep them coming. So that's $99. $99 into the epic ABBA poster, and then $49 to the fan arts. Come on, y'all. Anyway, he did not mind control anyone else except the bitch antagonist girl. Wait. Just rewatched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's still as good as I remember. First Orcs, now Pikman lol. Have you seen the Heaven's Feel movies? I heard the third one came out recently. I've seen the first two, and they did a fine job for trying to at least replicate the feel of the... I do kind of feel like the films are a bit more action oriented though. The segment with Lancer with the cars and shit and everything like that was a bit overblown. It's kind of cool and everything like that, but it's a bit overblown. I kind of want it to be a bit more toned down as the one in the visual novel, but it still does have the horror elements, and I really do like that scene where Sakura and Gilgamesh at the two. It's just that scene and the freaking thing. It's creepy as hell. When I see it on the screen, see it being visually depicted, it's cool. But I do prefer the visual novel for at least try to stay true to the horror roots, because the films are more lenient on the actiony parts, because that's what Fate is generally about. It's about the actiony parts, which is kind of a shame. But then again, I can't exactly blame them for taking that particular direction. I mean, it's pretty too, so... The new Battletoads game came out and no one's talking about it. I heard it's average. Yeah, apparently. I'm already finding translation errors in RPG Maker, for example. Instead of dagger, they wrote dagar. Huh. Yes, there is. And the writer for Powerpuff Girls 2016 is a creep. Oof. If I would be the healer in the healer situation, it wouldn't be lewd shit and more extreme girl action. Oh, and also that new Powerpuff Girl with weirdly big legs. Have you owned a PCFX? I don't know what a PCFX is. I realized that the blanket on the bed has a cow family repeating over and over. That's kind of funny. I'm kind of amazed you can read that. Oh shit, Reset Era users made a movie. Oof. What's up with California? Roof Korean called 30-round mega bands unconstitutional. Totally not Aristoteo and donated $1 for live stream several weeks before. I totally forgot Goku Doll exists. Anime trans Yakuza idol. Yay, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. And that self-insert that was been in love with him. Battletoads suck for the same reason Same reason Epic Games do, despite being 13%. You're better off ignoring the Powerpuff Girls reboot. It gets borderline disturbing. Alright. So to anyone familiar with Animal Crossing New Horizon, I have read on my island, but he only has fakes today. No real artwork this week. Damn it. Oof. Tales of Demons and Gods. Yeah, the 2016 Powerpuff Girls reboot was just awful, and a few episodes showing the girl twerking, which is a small part of the shit stack. Ugh. Yeah, they're super expensive. I wish Fajra Fight was ported to the Switch. I checked the achievement rates of Fate Extella on Steam and realized Artoria is a side character with the most players completed her route despite her being a hidden character. Damn. I keep forgetting that means stream is Thursday. I was thinking about getting the Trail series, but somebody keeps spamming V with posts about Reen, which bugs me. Well, don't get bugged with them. Get stick bug instead, I suppose. Anyway. A Call of Duty game based on the Cold War making fun of communism. I'm shocked. Love Appa and Nefab. I've only been in a couple episodes on Nefab. That's why I'm a side character. I'm a side character at best, and I haven't been appearing since. Because Mauler hasn't invited me. Anyway, tried to convince Mauler and Raz to watch anime for the 10th time. Nah, I'm good. Even as somebody who does enjoy anime, they can watch whatever they want. I'm not gonna try to convince them to watch JoJo or watch any other anime, to be perfectly honest. Maybe we're gonna go in a movie night. Maybe we go in a movie night time and just watch films together. Actually, that would be cool. Who's your favorite JoJo and Jobro from the ones you know? My favorite JoJo is Joseph for now, from the ones I've been watching. He rise from the dead. My favorite JoJo is Joseph. My favorite Jobro is it's a tie between Kakuin and Caesar. I want Appa to debate with Mauler about Avatar, but that discussion would last longer than our universe is left until it sees death. Nah, I mean, it's his opinion. His opinion is wrong though, but his opinion. Internet hiccups, what did I miss? Not much. Feed pics on stream. Drawing at 0:15 with a voice in the background. It's gonna be a nice night. Appa Bruce food is showing. Freaking auto scroll. There we go. All Tony Hawk games are awesome. The execution, the depth of fighting game, minus the pressure of an opponent whooping your butt. Seriously. I started playing Fallout New Vegas on PC on a stream. Didn't know that the starting music would make a stream banned in Denmark. Jeez. Most OG anime you ever watch. Depends on what you define as OG. No thanks, ugly food, too small, and no arc. Before I go to bed, I'll say this. JoJo sucks and it's overhyped. Well, I don't know what Joe is, but I'm sure you're not referring to the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime. So I don't know what this JoJo is. Joe space Joe. I don't know what that show is, but I'm pretty sure that show sucks. Anyway. Assassin's Creed New Horizons sounds fun to play. I hate Twitter autoscroll. Of course the autoscroll. Autoscroll moment is mandatory for every meme stream. I read that comic by mistake. Does this mean Japan is realizing that Funny and Crunchyroll are shit? Yep. Have you seen this game Yuji Nakajima is working on Balan Wonderland? If so, what are your thoughts? I haven't seen that. I was like, the fuck appa no. Samurai Jack games. Dude, autoscroll, go home, you're drunk. Since I know you don't check VTubers, one of the new member of Hololive, Mano Aloe made an oopsie and is having a time off. But a bunch of antis are trying to cancel with pre-join stuff. Why? Would it be fair to say Japan heeded the words of Gaben on piracy with analog being the implementation thereof? Probably. Autoscroll is an ugly bastard. Imagine Appa's employer were trying to call Appa and Appa's like, sorry, I'm e-fapping. I'm working on appabend quest for RPG Maker, but I need a good story. Appa, since you didn't much care for the first DR title, if you had to choose, what's the first one thing you did like from it? DR? What DR? What DR? Danganronpa. Oh, Danganronpa. You didn't much care for the first Danganronpa, but I had to choose what was one thing you did like it. What I like? I suppose what I like about Danganronpa is that the art style for the characters make it very distinct. Like, you look at the characters and the art style of Danganronpa, you can immediately tell that's from Danganronpa. That's one of the qualities that I like from Danganronpa that is not a thing that any other games, in my opinion, has. I mean, maybe Trails. But Trails, you can kind of confuse Trails with any sorts of other animes or any other JRPGs. But Danganronpa has that unique sort of character aesthetic that you can tell that's definitely from Danganronpa. Or at least that's what I like about it. But aside from that, not really much. Headcanon, Jotaro and Jean Archer are the parents of Jolene. I'ma walk my dog, be back in time for 0.0 p intro. You're supposed to pronounce Polo the same way Kirby says Pollo. Okay. Cuties exist, and then came Zeus. So she's talking about Has-Been Hotel last week. I watched it myself, and I'm totally hooked and excited for it. Well, cool. Favorite JoJo dub moment? For the love of God, drop the meat. I haven't seen the dub version of that one. The Okuyasu clip. What is the original dialogue and context of the scene in the clip? The context of the scene in the clip is I think it was Josuke finding out that the person that Kira was disguising as is actually Yoshikage Kira, because he said it very clear, straight up, loud and day, I heard it as clear as day. This person said Yoshikage Kira, and then Jotaro, And then Josuke immediately spawns his stand, punch Kira in the face, or the Kira that was, the Kira quote unquote on that one. So that's the context of the clip. Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. The sick fuck said the N-word. That, of course, goes to Filthy Axe at a reasonable price. Check out FFF Trash Hero. It is even better at mocking Isekai and Konosuba. I don't know what that is. Tyler Preston to $1. Call of Duty makes a shitload of games while killing Nazis. NPCs sleep. Call of Duty releases a trailer taking the piss out of communists. NPCs Yeah, basically that. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Streamlabs, links down below. Where was I? Can we do it? Neat. Used for anime is better. Jedi bounty hunter. That sounds amazing. You can't be a bounty hunter and a Jedi at the same time. It's like being a pirate ninja. Why not? I mean, why the fuck not? Pirate ninja sounds fucking cool. I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather be a fucking pirate ninja. That sounds fucking cool. I don't know about y'all. 1 shekel for Appa equals 1 UB for Corona. Cool. Thoughts on the Hinamatsuri manga? I haven't read the manga. I've only watched the anime. If you had it stand, what would it do? Internet connection all the time, because I need my internet. High speed internet connection. I just want high speed Wi-Fi internet connection just all the time with my stand. That's at least the stand that I could think of. It'd be a very useful ability. Just getting to Guilty Gear Cert is a bit fast paced, but I'm trying to catch up. All right. It's funny to see John Archer trying the big sister to alter and alter Lily. Have you seen the multiplayer DLC for Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah, I saw that. That actually is pretty cool, but I don't have friends to play it with. So I hate the sites that are clogged with ads. Click on the site itself, pop up. Click the link, pop up. Search bar, pop up. It's all fucking terrible ads here and there. We'll get to that. I hate it when I'm following a video tutorial for art. I have to pause it every 2 seconds to catch up. Yeah, they explain a lot of tutorials explain them very fast, so you're gonna have to pause a couple of seconds to catch up. So they made a good job to replicate the Heavens feels. Have you watched the Villain Saga? If so, what do you think about it? I've seen clips of it, but I haven't seen it entirely. Do you have a theory of why female villains or evil girls are always considered hotter? I don't really know. Zorg donated 25 bucks. Thank you so much for the donation. About halfway to wear some wholesome comics. That would be $1, $2, $3, $28. That would be $22 more before you get to the comic, and a couple hundred and a couple more to get to the $100 mark. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. That is very good donation, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs link down below. 2 cause a good distraction, of course. Female villains equals dumb. Appa, what was your new persona waifus? Mine were Fuka, Chie, and Haru. New persona. New persona. That's a very interesting name, a new persona. Although I do really like the girl who is basically a combination between Chie and An from Chie and An in Persona 2. I forgot her fucking name is. Yeah. Well, as for my new persona waifu, I'd say Fuka, definitely. Van people, not fuck children. Oh, I remember that manga. I need to read it. Did you know what the Evangelion re-release next year? Evangelion re-release? Is Rin a Kirito tier Gary's 2? I won't play Trails if that's true. Kirito Trails Gary's 2. That depends. Not really. Not really. Cause the thing is, the story is centered more in a lot of the characters more so than Rin. And even so, Rin is at least deserving for what he's trying to do. For what he's trying to do, for the abilities that he got, he kind of deserves a lot of the things that he's doing. And he's sort of a prodigy child in a sense, but the game doesn't exactly treat it that way. And if you're not a fan of that trope, play Trails from Zero, because Lloyd is pretty much a nobody. He's just a cop. He's just a detective. And the game doesn't treat him special. The rest of the characters don't treat him special. He's just a cop. So if you're more into characters that are protagonists that are more relatable, you might want to start from Zero instead of Cold Steel. Even Estelle from Trails in the Sky, she isn't really that much of a special of a character. She's just the daughter of a general. So yeah. If you had a stat on what would you do? Again, Wi-Fi. I need my Wi-Fi. What do you think about the Powerpuff Girls anime? Are you talking about the reboot? Is there an anime? Hey, appabend. Hello. Call Muller right fucking now. But why though? He's not streaming. Or at least last time I checked. Appa's channel is an EFAP spin-off. Hey. Longman, why you know Infight? I have no idea. Maybe go to Twitter and ask go to Twitter and ask Muller like, hey, why do you invite Appa? Or something along those lines. He rises. That explains the flatness. It's alive. If I can get an invite to EFAP 100, I'm sure you can go on too. Yep. Wait. That's cool. Totally not Ari Setiawan, donate to $1. I recommend watching a bridge sort out online after watch the anime. Well, apparently the thing about the bridge sort out online is that it's so vastly different compared to the anime. But the one thing I know, the one thing that EFAP criticized me for, because Muller literally brought me to EFAP to talk about somebody who talked about sort out online a bridge. And my point is, well, why are you using a bridge as a way to make your point? It's kind of weird that you use a bridge to make a positive point. It's what you don't use parody to make a positive point against another to highlight a point that you want to make towards a specific other films. It's kind of weird that you use a bridge. It's like using Honest Trailer as a point. Anyway, or at least that's what I'm trying to argue, but apparently I'm wrong. Anyway, thanks so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Streamlabs. Links down below. Anyway, where was I? My brother can't stop making crippled jokes whenever Johnny Joestar is involved. What happened to Kiss Anime and Kiss Manga? Well, clearly you haven't seen my video where I briefly reference it. Or you haven't been catching up lately. But apparently Kiss Manga got deleted, got banned because Japan's new copyright laws and everything like that. We'll get to that. I agreed Kakyoin is part 3 best boy. I assume we're going to talk about MB Mother's Basement? Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to him. JoJo line, JoJo. Muller cheated on you with internet historian. King Nothing is best character. Gastrointestinal JoJo. JoJo's eventual quest. Japanese otakus have no chill and no mercy for American SJWs. JoJo, a great duang. Best JoJo Joseph, best JoBro is tied between Polnareff or Mista. Well, Polnareff, if Polnareff counts as a JoBro, then I would definitely count Polnareff. But anyway, 67CT donated $1. Yes, there's an anime for Powerpuff Girls called Powerpuff Girls Z with an English dub that was only available in certain regions, not in America. It was okay, but at least it's not garbage like the 2016 version. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Yeah. Anyway, not even Persona. Dragon Quest also have a unique art style due to Toriyama. Favorite OVA series? I haven't been playing a lot of... I've been watching a lot of OVA series, so... That's from Danganronpa. Confused Monte Cristo and Cleopatra noises. Reminder to play First Nose for the guy who made Lily's Route at least. I like the sprites in Danganronpa. They're rather entertaining. Greetings. Which is worse? Finding a worm in your apple or finding a fly in your soup? Oof. Crazy fact. The Japanese voice for Crow, Trails of Cold Steel, is also known for playing Cloud. Well... That kind of makes sense. All anime openings are sung by Hironobu Kageyama are bangers. What are your honest opinions about communism? Don't ask me about politics, fam. Pirate Ninja, you mean like Ninja Brian? They released the Kraken music video. Pirate Ninja sounds stupid. The correct term is Ninja Pirate. Been playing Fire Emblem Awakening and I'm really into it. I like Chrom and Male Robin friendship. It's really enjoyable to see and not really sure who to pair Male Robin with. Either Lisa or Leafia. I'd say Chrom's... Ow! Fucking... hopefully that... yeah. I'd say Chrom's sister. Lisa. Is there a way you can share the Okuyasu video? Maybe put it on a full screen so I can clip it or on Twitter. It's already on Twitter. But just ask me on Twitter or DM me. I'll probably get to it. So also Reed's Japanese voice is known for Roxas. So basically you be Marvel's screen time. Okay, let's make Appa the richest man in town. Yes, and no, appabend is no normie. Lisa Silverman, yep. And Fuka's best Persona 3 girl. Lisa Silverman, nah, Aikichi best girl. Maybe that camera chick, I forgot her name. Freaking auto-scroll, where are you? Let's see. Or maybe the camera chick, I forgot her name. Plus, Reen has to fight people much stronger than him, and even after winning, he's still exhausted. Yep. Persona 3 may as well be the first Persona game since Atlus likes to constantly act like 1 and 2 don't even exist. Actually, a very funny story about Persona 2. Let me tell you a very funny story about Persona 2. So, Persona 2... very funny story about Persona 2 is that when Atlus made Persona 2, there are two parts, right? We got Eternal Sin and Innocent Sin. Eternal Sin? Eternal Sin. I would love to play a Persona 2 Eternal Sin. Now that sounds fucking cool. Eternal fucking Sin. Isn't that basically white people? White people has the eternal sin of going through all of it, suffering through the eternal sin, and they have to pay for it always. Eternally. But anyway, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. So there are two versions, right? The problem is, when they released the game in Japan, only the Eternal Punishment version, which is the sequel to Innocent Sin, got out worldwide. So when they decided to remake Persona 2, only Innocent Sin and the PSP got released. If you want to play Eternal Punishment, well, Atlus like, well, we're not going to make Eternal Punishment for the PSP. We're not going to remake that. We're just gonna leave it on PSN or something where you can play it. And we're like, oh, come on, Atlus. I mean, to be fair to Atlus, it's kind of the same thing that they did to the answer to Persona 3, where they decided to not port Persona 3, the answer from Persona 3 Fest to Persona 3 Portable, and for good reasons, because it's shit. Anyway. Who should play you in the movie appabend versus the Interstellar Crime League? Favorite Fire Emblem waifu? Versa best wife. There's so many freaking Fire Emblem waifus. I'd say husband though, a much better question. If I have to pick on husband though, Ignatz is my boy. Powerpuff Girls is or it's in Three Houses. I was hyped for the first few episodes of Rock on the Yusa, but got tired of the Mist arc. Feel very repetitive. Yeah, it's supposed to be repetitive. It takes place. It's a murder mystery. I don't know what to expect. Plus, even when the villains that Reen fought didn't feel very exhausted after losing. Appa, actually the one complaint that I want to give to Trails, the entire series in general, is that I felt that the villains are too strong. One, the villains are too strong, and two, it felt like the villains always, and I mean always had the next step. Always had the next step. They always have they're always the next step over the protagonist or the heroes. And it just kind of makes the villain, one, they feel too overpowered, and two, it makes them feel like they're, what do you call it? They could have just done a couple of things to make them, you know, literally just kill the protagonist or just end with it already. But nah, the villains have to fight the protagonist fairly and everything like that. So anyway. But what's the last Tales of games you have played? The last Tales games that I played is Vesperia, and I really love Vesperia. I thought it was amazing. Aside from that, I played Zestiria, I played Legendia. I need to finish Legendia. I want Legendia to be remade because apparently Legendia is the one Trails game that is just not Trails. What did I say Trails? Tales of game that is very odd compared to the rest. And then also Tales of Symphonia. Those are ones that I played. And Berseria too, but Berseria I haven't finished Berseria. Interesting, Appabend is EFAP spin-off. I'm out of the loop. What is EFAP? EFAP is a show made by Mauler and the Rags and the rest of the EFAP team and Wolf too. It's basically a podcast that's just talks shit about a lot of stuff. So yeah. 25 minutes left until meme stream time. Finished Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey recently. Final boss took an additional 5-7 hours of grinding. The rest of the game was great, but that boss left a bad taste. Well, that's basically every Shin Megami Tensei boss at this point. And I'm back. There'll be another night. There'll be less active here. I mean, Kiss Anime. Is it Johnny just started Cripple with no ripple? Ooh. I do count Polnareff as Joe, bro. Bro, have you heard of the Netflix hoopla? We'll get to that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, a Hideo Kojima game. Ooh, sounds interesting. That Powerpuff Girls... Dog's barking outside. Hey, calm down. Calm your tits. Calm your tits down, doggy. Jeez. Anyway. Jeez. What's your problem? Bam. Work out with the dog is... Anyway. That Powerpuff Girls series was... Anyway. That Powerpuff Girls series was on Spanish. Yeah, the Netflix hoopla. Are you gonna talk about JoJo Siwa? That's the one nah. Part 7, Cripple, Part 8, Balls, Transformers Headmasters. Mother Basement's JoJo Order almost gave me a heart attack. We'll get to that. Better dead than red. Heard of Black Myth Wukong? Yeah, someone asked me about that in chat a while ago. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Well, probably get to it when it's released. I want to see it, at least. Important question, pancakes or waffles? Why not both? Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. Persona, Internal Sin. I will buy it when it comes to Switch. Eternal Sin and advocate for the black pill. Atlas pulls an Atlas. Yep. Bye, Appa bro. SGW logic dictates racism is original sin for white people. Lil App pulled a photobomb. Since last week, I started playing SMT4 Apocalypse for the first time. Cool. Dimitri, best Fire Emblem Lord and most reliable bro. If Persona 3 is the answer, what is the question? Should I watch the anime series? BNA, Brand New Animal. If apparently that's furry bait. Last time I checked, but I haven't seen it. What is the traditional style fighting game you like to recommend? Depends on what you mean as a traditional fighting game. Traditional style fighting game. If you count Tekken as one, then I suppose I count Tekken. But the villains always hold back. Appa, do you prefer Teddy or his original Japanese name Kuma more? Actually, I prefer Kuma, but Teddy is fine. Yeah, I agree, especially Trails of Cold Steel 2. Get those bad JoJo fans to have Globo to roll them some weed. Rogue Legacy is out and it seems gonna be fun to play. In Trails, the villains are always like, wasn't even my final form. Every single time the villains are like that. It's to the point where it just annoys the living shit out of me. And every single time, and every single time, and every end of the Trails game, there's the event game villain that will be solved, that will be destroyed, that will be killed or whatever. But the overarching villains is like, hey, sup bro, I'm gonna be here just for a bit. And then you have a boss fight with the villain, and it's like, haha, this is even my final form. Catch you in the next game. That's every Trails game villain is always like that. Annoys the fucking shit out of me the moment I notice that every single time. Anyway, just as planned. Hey, freaking auto scroll. Diago Faces donated $10. Thank you so much. Any JRPG for a beginner like me. Hard mode, no turn-based gameplay. Code Vein. If you're gonna get over a JRPG like that, if you're not interested in story, Code Vein, God Eater too, I suppose. But yeah, those are the ones. I suppose if you can count Dark Souls as JRPG, but which technically it kind of is. But thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Hey, a little late, just watched Fully Cooley Progressive, thought it was alright. I did watch the movie version, so that was 2 straight hours of Fully Cooley. I will watch Alternative to save me soon. Right. Hey, about thoughts on Persona Q games? I feel like I'm the only one who loves Persona Q more than Q2. I've played Q and it was fine. It was just a nice bit of fan service game for the Persona series. Nice gameplay, but it's just more fan service content. I'm just not really that my kind of thing. If you just want to see Persona 3 and Persona 4 characters in the same room together, I suppose it's fine, it works. But in the same way, also Persona 5 Persona Q2 as well. But why you release that on 3DS? I know the gameplay is supposed to be meant for 3DS, but it's just kind of weird that Atlus is releasing that game on a 3DS. It's just anyway. Is there a character that you feel is unfairly criticized for being a Mary Sue or Gary Stu, even though you feel like there's more to dissect from that character? That's a good question, actually. I can't really think of a character that I do think is unfairly characterized as Gary Stu. I suppose the one character I can think of is Superman. Because if you're gonna talk about Superman, it really depends on the story because there are so many iterations of Superman. There are definitely some Superman that treats him as a Gary Stu, but there are also stories that doesn't treat him as a Gary Stu, and I like those. So I guess you could say Legendia is legend. Thoughts on Villain Saga? I haven't seen Villain Saga, only seen clips of it. Devil Children remake when, Atlas? Who should you play you in the movie? Appabend versus the Zombies of Jakarta, but why though? Without spoilers, how would you describe Premiere? Rushed. It was rushed. It was way too condensed. It was way too tight, and I'm not a fan of it. I do like the animation. The animation is great, but the story, I felt that it could have been done so much better if it was a 12-episode anime instead of a 1 hour and 30 minutes film. I felt like they rushed way too much stuff. They put way too much stuff in one film. Visuals are nice. The fan arts are nice. I like the two main characters. I like to ship them, but aside from that, not much to say. It's a visually nice spectacle film, but that's typical for Studio Trigger these days. Yes, Johnny is the cripple main character with no Sunny D while using the power of Beyblades. Dog went mad. I went to his bro. Where's from you, Gwev? I remember SMT Apocalypse last dungeon took me 8 hours to finish because it's a teleport maze and I hate them so much. Ooh. Jeff always be full of shit. Part 6, Nut Ocean. EFAP is some dudes who are high off their own farts when watching the video on the Mandalorian. Had to stop when Rags claimed he can shoot a sniper close range. Came to like guns but doesn't get it. I haven't seen a lot of EFAP episodes, so I can't really say which part of that. I mean, it's just a bunch of dudes just shitting on stuff and people watch it, I guess. But what do you think when they try to cancel Indonesian folklore? Lutung Kasarung. Really? Did they try to do that? So anyway. The dog senses that stupidity is dear. BNA is bad. Well, I haven't seen BNA. So, BNA is decent, but I would stick to Beastars instead. I mean, quick scoping nowadays is Sniper Flex. Anime Dio or OVA Dio? I haven't seen OVA Dio, actually. Doom Sin, Persona Eternal. In BNA, some characters are legit dumb. Best fighting game, and why is it Mortal Kombat? Well, I haven't. Which Mortal Kombat? The newer Mortal Kombat, the old Mortal Kombat, or so many Mortal Kombat games. Although I really do like Mortal Kombat Armageddon, even though that's the one that not a lot of people talk about. I do like that one on the PS2 because that's the first Mortal Kombat game that I played, and I do like the character customization. I do like the gore and the 3D fighting, the 3D sorts of fighting style. Man, not the best, but for what Mortal Kombat is trying to do at the time, it kind of works. Now they're doing it the 2D one, the NetherRealms way, so. BNA felt like a beta. BNA is okay, but most of it's mainly world building, and the ending, yeah, definitely hope for second season to be greenlit, but at least has potential. I prefer Teddy over Puma because Kanji calls him Ted instead. Beastar is better than Zootopia. Well, Dark Souls is Double Dragon on 3D, but I still want 2 remaining seasons for LWA. I developed Fed Battletoads 2020 since the beginning, but so far I'm really not impressed. It's near both the OG and Automata okay for a JRPG too. Yes, actually, it's okay for a JRPG. They're both fine for JRPGs. Although I personally recommend Automata more than the original or the preceding Drakengard series. Yeah, I suppose. Definitely when you play Persona Q without playing any other Persona games. But why though? Let's see. Makoto Nijima, Jotaro, Fight Me, BNA is better than Frank's. Thoughts on Naoto dancing meme? It's cool. What about it? Makoto Nijima is unfairly called a Mary Sue. That is true. That is true. I do feel that Makoto Nijima is unfairly called a Mary Sue. I mean, because she doesn't really. It's not that she's a Mary Sue. It's that she doesn't really show a lot of her skills right after her arc. I mean, we do get to notice her flaws and her characters and everything like that when she gets to focus. But it happens to all the characters in Persona. As the story progresses, the story decides to focus a lot more on the characters. I liked it when Persona 3 did. I think Persona 3 did it right. What Persona 3 did it is that they incorporate the character arcs and the issues within the main plot of the story. And the characters, as the story goes on, they eventually gain new persona. So they don't get new persona through the social link, but they get a persona through the main plot, which I really like. I really like that particular segment, which I find it weird that they didn't do it in Persona 4, didn't do it in Persona 5. So a lot of the character development, a lot of the hoopla stuff, the character focus is happening on the social link. And I mean, I'm not really that much of a fan of that because you're gonna end up playing Persona 5 or Persona 4 not finishing the character arcs and the social links that you desperately need. But to be fair to Persona 4, at least Persona 4 does focus on the characters. Very focused on the characters a lot. And they do have moments where they spend a lot of time with the characters and let them to expose their personality and everything like that. Let them interact with each other. Not much in Persona 5 there's not much of that in Persona 5, but there's a lot of them in Persona 4. Then in Persona 3, Persona 3 kind of does the same thing too, at least in Persona 4. But in Persona 3, you didn't get the persona reveal or the characters getting persona. The characters just so happen to get a persona. And that's the one that I really don't like. In fact, the intro for Persona 3 in general is rocky. So, yeah. Persona Q map works well with 3DS. Yep. As a furry, I'm happy I skipped the furry bait of BNA anime. Giorno is also unfairly called a Gary Stu. Giorno, on the other hand, well, it's not that he's a Gary Stu, it's just that he doesn't really fight a lot. Or at least according to my brother. I haven't seen Persona 5. I haven't seen Part 5 in full, but according to my brother, he doesn't get a lot of fights compared to the rest of the characters. And that's the reason why he's called a Gary Stu. I think Jotaro is more of a Gary Stu than Giorno. People call Giorno a Gary Stu because he doesn't really have a lot of screen time. Whereas Jotaro, he met Dio once and he beats him. That's not exactly. We need to address that sort of shit right there. And Jotaro barely gets any character development. He's the same stoic. He started off as a stoic guy who doesn't care about anything. He ends off the series as a stoic guy who doesn't really care about anything. The only character that has any sort of character development is Polnareff, and I love Polnareff. Polnareff legit has a character development. Even Avdol has a much better character development. And then Jotaro. Jotaro is more accurate to be characterized as Gary Stu, whereas, or at least according to my brother, Giorno just doesn't have a lot of time to show himself. But anyway, been watching Beastars, it was surprisingly good. Would you want the world to be an aristocratic meritocracy like how Edelgard want the world to be? Did Edelgard actually want an aristocratic meritocracy? Is that what she wants? I thought she's just an atheist. I think Korra gets unfairly called a Mary Sue. That depends on which Korra. which season of Korra. If you say season 3 and 4 of Korra, yes, I would definitely agree with you. She's not really a Mary Sue in that season. But in season 1, without a fucking doubt, 1 and 2, yes, she's a freaking Mary Sue. Season 3 and 4 is the one where the creators actually gave a shit about a character and actually decided to wreck her. Whereas season 1 and 2 is like, hey, she's fucking amazing. She's amazing, guys. She's amazing. That's what season 1 and 2 is. That's why I like season 3 and 4 a lot better than season 1 and 2, at least in Korra. And that's why Korra is a mixed bag, in my opinion. I feel like Jotaro gets unfairly cast as Gary Stu when you can explain his personality and powers if you think about it. No, the Gary Stu, it's not whether the point of a Gary Stu is not just the fact that you cannot explain their personality. It's the fact that he gets away with a lot of things and he gets away with easily and he barely has any other development. It's okay. Maybe Gary Stu is not exactly the right word to describe him. He's just not a good character. That's in my opinion a much better way to describe him. So, I love the picture you chose to make a JoJo poster. That's my brother's choice. So, Johnny in a nutshell. Jesus told me to kill the president. I actually think the hentai protagonists are unfairly criticized. Seriously? I mean, come on. How are it gonna get laid? And yes, I read comments about hentai being not faithful to the canon. Yeah, that's also the funny thing. Apparently, there was a hoopla in regards to people on the Fate fandom criticizing a doujin that is apparently the characters in the doujin wouldn't do the stuff is not canon, or at least it is out of character that the characters in the doujin do the stuff that they do in the doujin. I mean, like, what the fuck? Why are you complaining about that? Classic Mortal Kombat is great, and also like 9, but 11 can shove it. Stardust Crusaders OVA Dio English voice actor is amazing. Honestly, I like OVA Jotaro versus Dio fight a lot more than the anime fight. Yeah. Cassie Cage is hot though, I guess. 10 minutes left until meme stream time. It's 5 minutes now. Another tanker for you. I remember now Skullgirls getting a new character next year, if I recall correctly. I'm legit looking forward to it. Supposedly it's the true ending to Skullgirls. I personally find the females in Mortal Kombat unattractive, just in my opinion. Dong Dong Never Dies is the greatest fighting game ever created. Okay. Have you seen Dorohedoro? It's super weird. I haven't seen Dorohedoro, but I've seen the clips of it. Do you think the anime industry make a special YouTube channel would make a hard impact in the Western market? Maybe. We'll see. Drakengard, good story, shit gameplay. Ooh. My persona would be called Tomorrow Never Comes. Transformers, Power of the Primes. I still wonder why Rare heavily changed Dark Queen's design in Battletoads 2020. No idea. They try to make the game more cartoony, I suppose. I'm also happy that I skipped the new Digimon series because they repeated the Leomon trope but used Ogremon instead. Probably Leomon will die, try to avenge for Ogremon. So, appabend, do you have any fears about SMT5? Not really. Not really, and I'm probably not going to buy it day one, but I'm just going to see it. Honestly, like Persona Q2 more because I give up playing Q1. Elizabeth changed for the health. Oof, not showing up the chat bar. Let's see. I agree, Appa. I totally prefer Persona 3's handling of character development along with the personas. What is BNA does it stand for? Bacon, nachos, avocado? It stands for brand new animal. Dear DW, Ushiwa Kamaru animation update when? Giorno gets fucked almost every battle he's in. I think I'm gonna pick up to BT 2020 at some point since I've never played Battletoads 2020 at some point and I've never played a Battletoads game before. I mean, you can play Battletoads right now. It's on the NES. So you're using an emulator or shit. Giorno is not the conventional protagonist, and that's why I like him. Deadpool is a Gary Stu, fight me. Well, Deadpool is supposed to be a Gary Stu. The point of Deadpool is a parody. Deadpool is supposed to be a parody character that breaks the fourth wall. Of course, he has Gary Stu powers. But you forgot Whole Horse. What about Whole Horse? Giorno does fight a good amount. It's just the fact that the other characters actually get their own fights. Yeah, that's the thing that my brother also says, that Giorno gets a more balanced fight. It's basically, actually, my brother said that part 5 is basically part 3 if the characters have an evenly proportioned fight with the rest of the gang. Whereas Persona 3 is Persona 3. Part 3 is mostly Jotaro. So, book 1 of Kodai's Mary Sue, sure, yes. I think you would like Mortal Kombat Deception because it's just Armageddon with a good 3D RPG-like story mode. And of course, chess combat. Ooh, chess combat. Yeah, I like Armageddon for the customization. I don't know if it's there. I don't know if it's in Deception, so. Jotaro later on changed. No. He doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, do you watch Power Rangers? Nope. I've only, I don't watch Power Rangers that often. I've only seen them when I was a kid. I say SPD, I suppose, but that's it. Doujins are not canon, exactly. You're gonna talk about the recent Netflix supla? Yes. Nobody likes Korra. Is Jonathan a Gary Stu? Jonathan, not really. I wouldn't call Jonathan a Gary Stu. At least Jonathan works his hard ass off and gets to his point. Whereas the rest of the characters, I mean, Jotaro just kind of gets his power, just inherits his power. Isn't a doujin, but definitely no canon. Dio in English is awful. Patrick Sells is a good actor, but Dio dub is wrong. Then what? Don't watch Dio dub. Dio anime or Dio OVA? You're gonna talk about a Netflix recent? Yeah, we'll get to that. If anyone says they hate Power Rangers, I label them as racist against Japanese. The hentai I'm reading as the characters as very out of character. Should we tell them? Yes. Dorohedoro is bloody great. I saw a doujin where Jotaro is a dolphin. Why do people are upset about doujin being not faithful? If doujins were canon, Tomoyo and Sakura would have lost their virginity. Funny how the season 3 random peeps being airbenders make more sense than Korra's I can airbend. Which is better, lions or foxes? Why is that even a question? Is it true that Nier Automata is based on a joke ending from Drakengard? I don't know. Maybe? They only apologize for the poster and not for the content. Apologize for the poster. Who? Apologize for what? Hey Appa, can you explain why you never see men offended in fictional male characters, but you always see women offended in fictional female characters? Because women tend to be more jealous than men. Sorry. Has Grand Theft Auto Online completely lost its way? I don't know. I haven't been playing GTA Online. Would you prefer to choose your ending in 75 or ending be based on the choices during the game? I suppose I prefer be based on the choices being based on the choices, but Giorno is best JoJo, fight me. No. Oh my god, that's same if I get a comment with hentai where characters being out of character. Who the fuck cares? It's not canon to be taken seriously in the first place. Exactly. Deadpool is meant to be a Gary Stu. Jonathan Joestar is a good boy. Deadpool is meant to be OP. Unfortunately, it's not. What's unfortunately not? Are you gonna watch Yashahime? I heard that you are part of Comics Game. When will your comics come out? I have no idea. Giorno is decent, but he's too stoic. I prefer Jotaro in part 4. Seems a better balanced character there. Actually, part 4 in general, in my opinion, is a better, much more balanced JoJo arc than at least in the anime sphere compared to the rest of the JoJo arcs. Whereas then there's part 7 in the manga, which is much better than the rest of them. But we haven't seen part 7 in anime yet. We have to get to part 6 first. But part 4, in my opinion, does a lot of things well. The villains are great. The characters are great. I think the characters, it has great proportions. All of them are memorable. Even the villains are memorable too. I really like the character arcs. I really like the story and how it goes. It's part 4 in general is great, which is why I can binge part 4 normally. And the timer fucking stops and it doesn't. Hold on a second. It doesn't. Okay? Give it 30 seconds. It should be good. Anyway, which Teen Titans power skill set would you want to have? Can't really pick one right now. Part 6 is trash. Well, I can see where you're going for. Too many griefers and tryhards. Part 4 JoJo fashion is pretty tame. Yep. Well, now I forget, despite Jonah being protagonist, you are still following villains in part 5 story. That is true. Are you gonna do a Cyberpunk 2077 uncap review? Yes, definitely. Probably in the future. We'll get to it. Anyway, meme stream time. It is time for the meme stream, ladies and gentlemen. The Q&A time is over. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, donations, links down below. Whoa. What? I don't know why my brother decided to put in a bunch of cash in here. Like, put it somewhere else. Anyway, totally not Arisatiawa donated the $3. Oh boy, I can't wait. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure 6 come on. They start to complain about Anasui. Araki forgot moment. Well, to be fair, there are a lot of Araki forgot moments. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Links down below. Streamlabs links down below. I actually have 50k rupiah in here. The coins total. But anyway, where's my intro? Boom. OBS screws up again. For some reason I cannot hear I cannot hear the audio, but you guys can hear it because OBS shows signals in there and you guys can clearly hear it, but I cannot hear the audio for the intro. OBS is screwing up again. Ugh, goddamn you, OBS. You had one job. But anyway, fan arts, ladies and gentlemen. Times for fan arts, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple of fan arts. One is from my girlfriend, my wonderful, wonderful girlfriend, talking about thick girlfriends, and a bunch of people got pissed off because I have a relationship with girlfriends or whatever. Thank you so much for the fan art. If you want to send fan arts, links down below on the Twitter or email, whatever, if you don't want to use the Twitter. Also, MEMESTREAM King. God damn you, MEMESTREAM King. Why are you drawing a bunch of loli and trap appas? Lots and lots of lolis and trap appas, and I have to censor it for this particular stream. And also there's this particular comic where I got fucked by auto scroll, and there are even two versions of this. There's the loli version, legit loli version, and there's the trap version, the Shota and the loli version. Pick your poison, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for the fan arts. Thank you so much for everything. If you guys want more fan arts, this stream apparently needs to get to $50 in total of donation, and so far. Ah man, I need to have a counter ready for the donation. I haven't been paying attention with the numbers lately, but I can definitely tell you that it hasn't get into $50 yet. So $50 a donation for the stream. So thank you so much for the donations and the fan arts. You want to send them, links down below. If you want to donate, links down below. Streamlabs link down below because YouTube does not like me to have super chats. Anyway, let's get into the hooplas. Oh no! Oh man! Of course we're gonna talk about this one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move recent hoopla not right here. I should have been moving this hoopla to the anyway. Aging up characters so they can go on a cool road trip, get married, get to college, etc. That's so neat. I'd love to read that. Aging up characters so you can make not safe for work drawing or fix of them. You're a pedo and I'm getting to use my hydraulic press on you. I mean, goddamn, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, of course. It's just the pedo accusations are coming in. It's just it's typical. I mean, what else do you expect from the Twitter sphere talking about pedos and everybody who decides to age up characters to draw not safe for work versions of it, you're a pedo, automatically a pedo. Also, speaking of pedo, I'm kind of amazed that Twitter sphere, and I mean the moralistic Twitter sphere that calls everybody a pedo, that part, I'm still waiting for them to actually get outraged about this. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the hoopla that is everybody's been talking about this. Everyone talks about this. I see Moist Critical talk about this. Some other gamer talk about this. Everyone talks about this new Netflix special that apparently tells the story of 11-year-olds twerking. Or let's just read the description. Amy11 becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family traditions. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna need to defy family traditions by twerking. Cool. Whitney Webb on Twitter donated $5. One of the Sundance judges was outed as being a pedo. Things are just getting worse, Lamau. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Yeah, I mean, I might as well put a calculator on this. I mean, how much did I get? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 25 plus 1 plus 1 plus 10 plus 1 plus 5. That's $46, ladies and gentlemen. 4 more dollars before we actually get to the $50 mark. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But seriously, this show is rated TV mature adult. Even though it features children, like actual child actors are being used for this particular show, this particular film or whatever. And this is a French film. Okay, this is a French film, but we'll get to the description of what this film is intended to be in a bit. But from how Netflix advertised this film, it looks like a film about an 11-year-old twerking and dancing and rebelling against her family's tradition or something along those lines. And the description of the particular show got changed. The particular film got changed from this one. Amy11 become fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family traditions. It got changed into this. 11-year-old Amy starts to rebel against her conservative family's tradition when she becomes fascinated with a free-spirited dance crew. Ah, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. The only way for us, one of the best ways for us to absolutely hide the fact that we are showing a film that talks about 11-year-old twerking is just to talk about how it owns them conservatives. Yes, we just break through the family tradition. We goes against the family tradition by twerking when we're 11. Amazing way to advertise your show, Netflix. I mean, clearly people are gonna watch this. Anyway, totally not Ari Satiawan, donate to $1. Totally not P-Word likes the trailer video. FBI, write their name on the list. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Seriously, I think Critical said something along the lines of, this is pretty much pedo bait. This is pedo bait. This is basically, if I'm gonna put a tinfoil hats here, this is a way for Netflix to hound them all the pedos out there, to put in all the pedos in this one particular show and just give it to the FBI. If that's what Netflix is trying to do, well, good for you. But I doubt it, Netflix. I highly doubt it. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Donation links down below. And of course, the backlash has caused Netflix to go this. To put in a statement, a public statement that says, we are deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we used for Mignonis, the French word, cuties. It was not okay, nor was it representative of this French film which won an award at Sundance. Yeah, you represented this particular French film, okay, as a story about 11-year-olds twerking. That's your original description. Then you change it to this about an 11-year-old girl rebelling against the conservative family. You're just gonna own the libs, guys. Own the libs. Man, jeez. Which won an award at Sundance. We've now updated the pictures and description. Yeah. As somebody in the super chat said, the jury of the Sundance is apparently accused of child sexual abuse. So, yeah, it's been not exactly a very welcoming atmosphere that you're trying to put in there, Netflix, isn't it? Miniones. That's how you pronounce it. Well, there you go. Thank you about that. But here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. 4chan has been banning a lot of child porn because they got a lot of people accusing 4chan and actually chan boards in general to hosting child porn and everything like that. Even 4chan that posts a lot of very bad shit. Even 4chan is like, nah fam, we're gonna take the high ground, and we're like, no, this ain't it, this ain't us, no thanks Netflix, I'm sorry, that's just too fucking much. I mean, imagine that you screwed up so much to the point where 4chan has to be on the fucking high ground. Thank you guys so much for the actually, hold on, I haven't read the super chat. 6760 donate to $1. This is not the best way to represent fans that's open to sexuality. Thank you so much for the donation, keep them coming. But seriously though, before we get to that, Gun the Legend donated $5. Netflix is trying to please feminists with the show. Good thing I don't have a sub for Netflix. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Also, we have now passed $50. Now we have $53 in the donation. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Why as well as put in the freaking victory team. Give me the victory. Anyway, yeah, 4chan. Do not post any imagery from the show which will sexualize children. Anyone posting images and videos sexualizing children will receive permanent bans. Netflix may allow this crap, 4chan does not. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. You read that right. 4chan is taking the high ground compared to Netflix. I mean, imagine living in a scenario where Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, okay, is on a lower moral high ground compared to 4chan. I mean, that's freaking amazing. But seriously though, if we're gonna go back to the film's premise as a whole, like the intent, the message that the film is trying to tell is child exploitation bad. It's to make the point that child exploitation is bad. But the problem is, if we're going to make the point that child exploitation is bad, film, or something along those lines, or something along that particular point, using real life child actors to perform a lot of these really not so good things, really not safe for work things to prove your point is not, it's going to make your point moot. To quote Yahtzee, if you smear shit on your face to make an ironic statement, then more power to you, but you still smell like ass. Seriously. This could have been done like, I mean, the solution, if you want to tell a story about child exploitation, you know what's the solution for this? Make an anime, make a fiction of them, make a manga out of it, instead of actually involving real people in the works. Because at least with the fiction, at least with an anime, at least with manga, no actual children are being exploited. I mean, imagine when these children grow up, when they're adults and they look back at this and tell, oh my God, I did that shit. And the adults looking at us and looking at this entire thing is like, my God, why is this shit okay? Why is this even acceptable? Or at least I assume that's gonna happen in the future where moral standing is still okay. It's still fine. Maybe in the future moral has gone degenerate to the point where we have to fuck 11-year-olds, where the freaking age of consent has lowered down to pedophile rating. I have no fucking idea what's gonna happen in the future, but essentially they're gonna look back at this, assuming that morality is gonna be the same. They're gonna look back at this and thought, man, that's just trash, dog. But anyway, the manga donated $2. Thank you so much. All right, now we have $55 regarding the abomination of the topic. I find it funny that a lot of people defending the film usually go against anime loli-looking characters, and here's 4chan crusading about degeneracy. Seriously, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But don't worry, it gets worse. there's also this. There's a particular post right here. This is by Link Cartoon. If you guys might have seen the particular art from this particular person in the previous meme streams. So those who have come to complain about drawing have already made their massive report to Netflix because they're real example of sexualization of minors, but I don't see them organizing massive reports or asking you to deactivate the platform. Seriously, Netflix, this is the sort of shit that Netflix should be canceled for. They're literally going to host a film that is about children, or a critique about child exploitation, which features children being exploited. It misses the freaking point. But anyway, yeah. But then this person over here responded, trigger warning, not safe for work. So here's the fucking thing, you creep. Netflix is a multi-billion-dollar company, and you are nothing but a gross pedophilic fan artist who has the audacity to post lewd art of fucking children. Excuse me, my friend. Did you kind of forget the part where this film stars real life children being asked to twerk? Excuse me? We're working on Netflix, but you're fucking easy to take down. Oh, so the reason why you don't work on a Netflix is because we're just easy to take down. A bunch of fan artists on the internet that drew lowly, quote unquote, or at least lowly characters in your definition, in your messed up definition, as we established in many streams before, in your particular view, those are easy to take down. We're gonna take them all down first. To what are you gonna do? We're gonna solve pedophilia. You're gonna solve child sexual abuse, child exploitation, because you clearly don't. These things clearly exist, and last time I checked, these people aren't anime fans. So what the hell are you guys doing even here? Y'all wasting your energy on this shit. Also, speaking of wasting energy, somebody decided to ask Netflix customer service, right? and it starts with this. How does a movie sexualizing children get approved? Who signed off on this? And this movie literally actually sexualized children. There's a poster going on the internet showing the children actually in a very sexualized form, which I will not show in the stream because no fucking thank you. The description is enough. But anyway, we understand that not all stories may appeal to all our viewers. X-fucking-kills me, Netflix! Hello, Netflix! Hello, Netflix! Have you... Oh my god! That is the most PR response that I've ever seen. But no, can you just skip the PR bullshit, Netflix, and just straight up condemn this shit? You fucking... What the... Oh my god. Which is why we always invest in a diverse range of content from all over the world. Excuse me, Netflix. What the fuck? My god. I mean, you can air... And Netflix, you can host Boku no Pico on your fucking platform and it would still be a million times more moral than this. I mean, fucking seriously. We also provide ratings, synopsis, trailers, and controls to help our members make the right viewing choices for themselves and their families. Oh my god. That's not... Netflix, that's not the issue. The issue isn't, oh, if you don't like this show, don't watch it. If you don't like this show, then we're going to make sure we're going to have this algorithm to make sure that you don't see the show. It's the fact that you have this show that is exploiting children, this movie that is exploiting children, that is about critique of child exploitation, that is actually exploiting children. What are you doing, Netflix? My god. Police, help. Police, help. My god. Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Do you support pedophilia? A simple yes or no will suffice. Seriously. Seriously, this is a very simple question, Netflix. Very simple question. Do you support pedophilia? Okay? A very simple question. We cannot really comment on that. What do you mean we cannot really comment? Oh my god! Netflix! What the fuck? No! No. Netflix, you cannot, what do you mean you cannot really comment? It's pedophilia, my fucking, yes or no? You fucking, oh my god. It is simple. Yes or no? Do you support pedophilia? We can't really comment on that. Excuse me, Netflix? What is this PR shit response? My god. But while we believe in creative freedom, at Netflix we respect all religions and their cultures, traditions, and values. What if that particular culture, traditions, and values include fucking exploiting kids? Hello, Netflix! Maybe take a stance on this. Oh my god! Netflix. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Oh man, Netflix, don't. Seriously. This is why people criticize your shit. Visit 207 to $1. Okay. As someone who work on the customer service, these come across as pre-written statements to copy and paste. Yes, exactly. This sounds exactly like pre-written statements. They're copy and paste. It's as if nobody's reading this shit. It's as if they're reading to a bot. And in fact, it is 100% possible. And I mean, this is 100% possible that this is a bot, all right? And the bot is reading to all of them responses and use pre-written responses, pre-written statements, and use that particular response to respond to this person. This is not a human responding to this. It can't be a human. It has to be a bot, which in that case, Netflix, your bot is a pedophile. Now we can classify Netflix has a bot and the bot is a pedophile. Thanks so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Also, Gun the Legend, $82. That is as much of a boilerplate statement as it's pathetic. What the fuck? Exactly. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Okay, Jesus, man. $58, ladies and gentlemen. $42 more before I get to the $100 mark. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. $100 mark. If you can make it to that point, it's now $58 total. God, I have my calculator ready. But anyway, yeah. Our anime memes ban transphobic phrase. Yeah, we've talked about this a while ago. But I haven't actually talked about the Reset Era reaction to this, because Reset Era's reaction is actually quite hilarious. Or at least when somebody wrote a fucking essay on it. I mean, Jesus, Asuka, come. Asuka from Rebuild, calm the hell down. Calm down, Asuka Rebuild. I mean, to post it the other day, but didn't get around to it. Not gonna lie, mainly just venting because there's nothing that can be done regardless. Yeah, you should be saving the world instead of venting on Reset Era, Asuka. I mean, goddamn. Anyway, the sub-anime meme is pretty self-explanatory. Detonated a few days ago when the mods manned up and banned a few transphobic term called trap, the origin of which are rooted in BS fear-mongering such as transsexuals will trap you in a relationship when you're realizing and then rape you over some shit. Well, they do exist. There are people that transsexuals, cross-dressers, I suppose, that doesn't disclose the fact that they are trans. And I think there was a thread a while ago. I think it was last year on the last stream where I read this thread of this person where it was the clap hoopla, where essentially the person justifies the trans person not disclosing the fact that they're trans in order to have a relationship. I mean, excuse me. I mean, if you're gonna have a relationship with someone, I think honesty is a very important factor in it. And if you don't disclose the fact that you're trans to that particular person, well, the relationship doesn't really go, it's not gonna go very well. Let's just say that. But anyway, this term has mainly been in use with the anime fandom for 10 years or less, at least in mass use. However, even years ago, it was controversial and received pushback to the same watchers. So, to the present day, mods ban the term for being what it is, a derogatory, bigoted term. No, it's not. It's not. And the result was 1,000s of screaming incels and dumb shits that basically took spamming the entire subs with shitposts, transphobic comments, anger, hostility, and just general dumbassery. This is why Misato Katsuragi is the much better waifu. But anyway, as well as the added tubers got involved as well on the incel side, of course. But they're right though. That trap is not a transphobic term, or at least not in the context that is being used in the anime sphere. They don't literally use this to refer to trans people. They refer to anime characters that are cross-dressers, that trap people, and everything like that. I mean, my lord. Have I checked if it's still going? It's still going because you're still screeching on this. Probably. I don't recommend going there though. I just can't fucking stand these people anymore. Both the Redditors and the people on YouTube. Oh, boo-hoo. Anime is just a super insular mini sect or just right-wing BS these days. And it legit hurts to see. Good! Good! So what you're telling me right there is that anime is not an inviting place for you. Good! Good. Amazing. Precisely. This is how you gatekeep these motherfuckers. You don't tell these people, hey, get off of anime. You don't do that. You show that these people feel unwelcome. You show them that they are not welcome in this place. You don't just tell them, hey, you are not welcome here, fuck off. No, you show them that they are. Keep on posting trap content, triggering content that makes them to feel unwelcome. I mean, have you read the articles that journalists made that talks about how gaming is not a very inclusive space for women? And by women, I mean game journalists. Like, good. If gaming is not an inclusive space for you, if anime is not an inclusive space for you, well, amazing. Good job. I think the anime fans have did a great job. The gaming fans, the gamers have did an amazing job to gatekeep their place, gatekeep their hobby from these sorts of people. I think people have a nice intention in trying to talk about gatekeeping and everything like that. Gatekeep these people out of hobbies. It's just that they need to know how to do it. And how to do it is to keep on perpetuating this culture that they don't like. Because it's just trap. I mean, for God's sake. Anyway, anime is just, now I have an anime avatar that is true. An anime avatar of a very shit waifu, but okay. Because there was a point in time years ago where I thought it was a fun medium with imagination and freedom. Set the Asuka stand. No offense to all the Asuka stands on the chat out there, but Misato is clearly much better. Anyway, totally not Arisatiawan1 Buck. If liking trap is gay, therefore she or he is homophobic. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But anyway, yeah, where was I? Obviously the time has well passed and I haven't watched a show or anything in ages. Well, if you haven't watched a show or anything in ages, why do you even involve yourself in this particular community? Why are you even here? Why are you here? Why are you, if you don't involve yourself in this particular fandom, why are you even here? Why you even talk about the fandom that you're not involved in because you don't like it? Because it was a fun medium with imagination and freedom. It still is, you just don't like it. My God. Oh man. There's no point. And its community are just garbage that peddle more sexism, homophobia, transphobia, racism. All of those are things in your perception. In your perception, they're sexism, homophobia, transphobia, racism. Whereas in reality, they're not. It's trap. Trap is not homophobic or transphobic, whatever you say it. It's not. It's just your feelings. Oh no, I just hate that trans people really can't catch a break. Yeah, sorry to all the trans people in the chat out there. This person over here is going to speak over for you and say that you are supposed to be offended by this sort of thing. I'm really sorry, but this person says that you should be offended. And if you're not offended, I'm going to say that you are offended. Especially this year. Well, a lot of people couldn't catch a break this year. I mean, it's 2020, y'all. The world is out to get them for some reason and it just sucks. When is it gonna be a time? There's probably gonna be a time at some point in the future, or maybe even right now. The journalist is gonna typing in and say something along the lines of, "Coronavirus is transphobic." Coronavirus is transphobic and bigoted and racist and homophobic. Because coronavirus targets gay people who are walking at pride parades or something along those lines. I'm like, well, duh. Of course coronavirus is gonna target y'all walking at gay pride parades. I mean, anyway. On an additional and more disturbing note, I hate how anime and the fandom sexualize trans women usually. Citation needed. Sexualized trans women use citation needed on excuse me. Traps, yes, they sexualize a lot of traps, but trans women? Where? Which point? At what point have they ever sexualized trans women? They have sexualized Lily. I've seen the fan arts of Lily. I've seen that fan art of Lily with a big ass motherfucking dick, but and fapped him. Oh no! Oh no! People fap to trans women? How dare they? I mean, oh my God. How dare they? I mean, isn't it kind of amazing that you want trans people, or at least these people want trans people to be treated equally. Everybody needs to treat trans people equally just as cis people do. Well, you know what happens to cis people? They got sexualized. People fap to cis people. So you shouldn't be surprised when people sexualize you and people fap to you. I'm sorry, that's just how equality works. Or at least unless if you want another form of it, which is not equality. That's not equality, fam. What you're wanting for is special treatment. That's not equality. I'm sorry. Just welcome to the fucking internet. But at the same time, use these derogatory words and just generally hate them in real life. Okay, unless if you're part of the one angry boomer clique that hates on pretty much anybody who is part of the rainbow, the rainbow freaking rangers, the rainbow rangers, the power rangers, the rainbow rangers orientation, the special rainbows orientation rangers, whatever. Unless if you're part of those people, I don't think most people hate trans people in the way that you perceive them. So, oh man. Till dear anime sucks, I guess, so does this world. Well, if you're gonna say goodbye to the anime fandom, well, goodbye to you. I hope the door doesn't hit you and the way you come back and the way you get out. I don't know how the praise goes, but anyway. Man, we'll get to Billy, because Billy has one very funny hoopla in a bit. I knew exactly what this was all about for just reading the title. Motherfuckers just lust over this slur. Oh no, God forbid that people like anime traps. It's a slur, so of course the shitheads want to defend it. Seriously? Good on the anime memes and the other anime subs that ban the slur. Anyone complaining can eat shit. Well, we'll get to the consequences in a bit. This is also a bit of a story update from the last one, because... Anyway, anyone upset about the ban can get fucked. Well, you can get fucked. Even more props to the bub. Oh, what is this? So that sub is essentially dead, with all the activity being centered around that world without actually using it explicitly. Everything else has moved onto a sub that is pretty much the exact same thing anime memes was before, but you can use the banned words and sign memes. So in other words, everybody abandoned the sub the moment this entire freaking rule is being brought in. So that sub is pretty much dead and people have moved on to a new sub. So I'd say good fucking job. Absolutely good job to those people for finally doing the right thing and finally making that sub to be not fun anymore. Good fucking riddance. Good job. Once again, give it a huge claps. Yep. Anyway, Ghoster donated $3.56. That's a very weird number that you donated. Enemy traps are not trans. Exactly. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. We have $62.56. A couple more dollars. $40 more before I actually get to the $100. Ladies and gentlemen, Streamlabs, links down below. But anyway, even more props to the mobs. And well, even more props to the mods for making anime, for essentially killing off anime memes. Because that's what they do. They just killed off anime memes. Good job to the mods. Yeah, I suppose good job to the mods for killing our anime memes. And now everybody has moved on to another subreddit that actually posts memes, that actually posts traps and everything like that, and also making fun of y'all because, I mean, come on. Took a quick peek and what little comments remain of it are pretty shit, but the mods are doing a hell of a job. Well, the mods are indeed doing a very good job of making anime memes to be devoid of any sort of fun or anything that makes it actually interesting. This my friend, when you put SJWs, when you put actual SJWs, when you put all of these moral guardians as moderators, this anime memes hoopla is an amazing representation of what's gonna happen, okay? The old fans are gonna get out. They're gonna get out of the particular community. They're gonna form their own community, and they should be able to gatekeep that community, make that community as completely excluding any of these SJWs, completely unwelcoming, make the environment to be completely unwelcoming to the SJW. So when one SJW coming in and say, oh, this community actually has a lot of sexist and racism and transphobia and everything like that, don't make those people mods. When you make those people mods, they're gonna have control and it's gonna happen. The cycle will repeat again. But unfortunately, people are stupid, and unfortunately, people tend to repeat the mistakes that people have done in histories of the past, so I have no idea. Progress always lets people show the worst side, and those people will get filtered out if they don't adapt. In the end, it's a good thing for everyone. Well, if you say making an anime meme sub to be devoid of humor and actual freaking good actual memes and everything like that. I wouldn't say good content, but it's just some memes. Devoid of memes and just policing people left and right for having fun. If you say that a good thing, well, no wonder why you're a Reset Era member. I mean, geez. Obi mentioned that some anti-tubers came down on the side of shitty anime fans. Redundant, I know. Anyone got a list of who should be written off in the future? Jeez. Last boss, Rev says Des, Giguk apparently, though I can't confirm that. I mean, seriously. If we're gonna cancel all of these people, I mean, just gonna cancel these people based on the virtue of their anti-tubers. I mean, not really Lost Boss. Lost Boss is just talking memes and shit. Anyway, what is this? I have Tourette's and he's on the autism spectrum. Here's how we have sex. Well, good for you. Good for you. I mean, why is this need to be discussed in an article? We take showers together, we touch, we kiss, we sleep together, we hold each other, we meow like cats. Okay. Good for you. I don't see why this should be... I don't see why this should be told, why this should be anybody's business. Okay? Moving on. Dutch researchers find antibodies against coronavirus in breast milk. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. This, my friend, is the funniest freaking thing that happened in Reset Era in a while. Knowing about this particular post, a bunch of Reset Era posters decided to post gifs and tit jokes. Quick, someone get me the titty. The user got banned. Mama. I just want to say Mamma Mia or whatever. I forgot. This is Jim Carrey scene. Inappropriate use of a gift within the context of a trend sexualizing breast milk and creating an unwelcome atmosphere for women. Oh, the mad lads at Reset Era. My God, this is how you piss off the mods. Create an unwelcoming atmosphere for women. Titty milk for everyone. Oh, bye! Oh, bye! Everyone wants the oh, bye. I mean, never doubt the power of boobs, ladies and gentlemen. Does this mean ass man lost? Oh my God. So many of the users got banned. A couple of years ago, I thought we'd go to war for oil, water, or amiibos. Never thought it would be for titty milk. Oh man. God bless you all. Absolutely. A couple of these users that got banned by these moderators, God bless you for sacrificing yourself and your accounts for making this one amazing joke. There is apparently unwelcome atmosphere for women. Oh, how dare they make jokes about tits. Oh no, jokes about tits. My God. Dollars of water. Dollars of water donated $1. I wonder why they even allowed that threat to be in the first place. I have no fucking idea. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. $63.56, ladies and gentlemen. $40 more. Or $37. Anyway. Oh, man. There's this. Oh, man. Give them all the titty milks, ladies and gentlemen. Give them titty milks. Magic City about to add to their menu. Oh, my God. These are all TikTok memes and gifs and everything like that, just involving people drinking, getting splashed on with milk. And they got banned because it's an inappropriate use of a gift that sexually objectifies women by centering the discussion around men's sexual pleasure in breast milk. Oh, no. Oh, horrible. Absolutely horrible moderators. How dare they post gifs of titty milk jokes on the internet? That's just awful. They shouldn't have done that. It's Reset Era. What if they're women making these jokes? Exactly. And here's a self-appointed godmother of Bruce Wayne's children. No, you're not. No, you're not. Nice try, moderator, but we're waiting here LARPing this shit, fam. This thread does not seem to have produced any sorts of discussion beside posts and gifts sexualizing breast milk. just once, I would say that Reset Era members can be fucking based sometimes. I mean, seriously, no. Reset Era members can sometimes be absolutely fucking based. But at the same time, doesn't that kind of show that they have inherent misogyny in them? But anyway, regardless, I don't mind. I don't mind this. This is fucking hilarious. And y'all, the moderators, getting fucking triggered by this is more hilarious than ever. But anyway, this thread does not seem to have produced any sort of discussion beside posts and gifs sexualizing breast milk, so it's being closed. How dare you post gifs making jokes on breast milks? How dare they? Please keep in mind that this forum is not a men's locker room. Oh man, it's not a men's locker room, obviously. And at turning a thread about health issue to one almost exclusively around sexualizing women can create an uncomfortable atmosphere for our female posters. Oh, well, I need the violin. I need the smallest violin in the world just for the moderators. Just for the moderators out there. The moderators really need that very small violin. But man, that was fucking hilarious. But anyway, what is this? We want more queer games. We want more cute games. We want more games without shooting. We want more educational games. We want more political games. We want more black and brown protagonists. We want more accessible games. We want more gentle games. We already have a lot of those games. They're not as famous or as mainstream as the newer titles, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that you need to be aware of when we're talking about this sort of topic. If you want to play all of these games, they already exist. In fact, I can cover four, five. I can cover 5 of these. It's called Kindred Spirits on the Roof. I mean, it covers 5 of those standards. But anyway, yeah. This is one of the things I have issues with when people talk about how they want games that talk about this and everything like that. They have this particular topic, and yet they stick to the most mainstream releases. And I'm like, well, if you're gonna stick to the mainstream release, you're not gonna see a lot of games, isn't it? You're not gonna see a lot of queer games or cute games. You need to diversify your own library. The game industry has been producing a lot of stuff. Not the mainstream one, sure, but gaming industry in general has been producing a lot of stuff. You need to diversify yourself and move away from the mainstream stuff. Anyway, iBob Official later $5. What did Paul mean by breast milk making antibodies during a health issue? Kaparos. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Now it's $68.56. I probably need to put a sub donation goal or something along those lines. Anyway, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. I see how it's many calls. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hoopla. I mean, Shen, the well-known comic creator who is very well known for that bike comic. Do you know that bike comic that is always circulating around the internet where there's this person who got the bike stolen, and then this person made the comic. It said something along the lines of, well, my bike is stolen, but at least the person who stole the bike gets the benefit from it. So that's why the person got the nickname of a bike cuck. Now, there's a bit of a hoopla with this particular statement. So many hoopla, a lot of hoopla. And it began with a statement that goes like this. It's okay to have friends with different political views. It's even healthy because it breaks echo chambers, which are bad for your brain. No, seriously, that's all the statement. That's it. That's all he had to say. That's all he said. He just said, it's okay to have friends with different political views. But apparently, everybody who read the thread, who read this particular statement, immediately assume that anybody with a different political view is a Nazi. Is a Nazi or a fascist or all of those things. Having standards for human rights is not an echo chamber. Not wanting to interact with actual legitimate fascists is not an echo chamber. Okay. When have ever, in this particular tweet, has he ever said that we need to be friends with fascists? You know that people with different political views doesn't always mean fascists. Unless, in your particular brain-damaged mind, you think that anybody who has a different political view than you are automatically a fascist. Which, I won't be surprised. I'm not surprised if that's the case, because a lot of people on the Twitter sphere think that way. Anybody who disagrees with me or anybody who has a different political views of me is a fascist. I'm not surprised you think that way, but still, it's the it's amazing. It's amazing that these people look at this particular very harmless tweet like there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with this particular tweet, but people just immediately interpret it as something else. And of course you come in, Mel. Oh my God. This chick, do you guys remember this chick? It was back in the very, very early of January 2020. You know, that time where we talk about the new guy meme? The new guy meme? Do you remember this chick that talks about how PewDiePie is a racist or an anti-Semite or anything like that? Yeah, this chick coming into the replies. So yeah, that particular this particular comic artist over here made a statement and a reply and said, wait, you mean being friends with anarchists, communists, and socialists? Or the shitty thing where you're friends with racist, transphobic conservatives? Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody who are different political views are automatically racist, transphobic, conservatives, etc., etc., etc. But I kind of love the fact that you insinuate that it's okay to be friends with anarchists, communists, and socialists. I mean, well, if that's the political view that they have, as long as they're not really harming anybody, I mean, sure, actually, no. You know what? I'm not the one. I don't have to be the one judging who you're friends with. I can be friends with anybody I want. You be friends with anybody you want. I'm not the one to judge, but just, I can give you advice, but at the end of the day, I'm not the one to judge. It's your particular social life, and I don't have any social life, so I don't even know why I'm in this conversation. Y'all talking about being friends with people. I mean, I'm here sitting here like, y'all have friends? You guys have friends? It's like that meme. You know that meme that you guys are getting paid? Except it's me. Except it's you guys have friends? Anyway. No, excluding right-wingers is a necessary facet of a healthy society, which explains why most societies in the world are currently in free-fall collapse. It's buy comics. Oh wow. Considering your stance against, considering that you shoplifted, you admitted to have shoplifted when you were a kid. No. I'm just trying to apply the standards that you have to the things that, I mean, if we're gonna say that stealing is fine, people are gonna steal your comic. I'm just sorry. Appabend is a PlayStation stand. What? Conservative economics are meant to oppress the people. Well, of course you're gonna have that opinion. I mean, obviously. Look, I love you, Shen, but this is a really weak take when delivered so broadly. That is actually not a bad point. I do agree. It is a bit broad. He does characterize it very broadly to the point where a lot of people unfortunately misinterpret it as different political views as apparently a Nazi or whatever. But yeah, that is not a bad critique. I've had to go a great chunk of my life with my right to live being considered a political view. I have had to go a great chunk of my life with my right to live being considered a political view. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You need to hold up right here. Are you talking about your right to live? So you're part of I assume you're part of the LGBT sphere, and you're talking about you talking about your right as an LGBT person to live and how that shouldn't be a political view. Well, unfortunately, in this particular climate, as much as I hate to say it, it is a political view. There are unfortunately many people around the world that does not agree that you should live or that you should have rights in general. And yes, I agree that they should be fought or that you should fight for your own particular rights there. But I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, come on. It's just the unfortunate truth about the world that you need to accept, and you should fight for it too. I mean, at the end of the day, you're all living in the Western, you're all living in the Western hemisphere. You're at the best place for where LGBT people are tolerated. You're not at least you're not in here where people can get hanged or whipped at worst. At best. Shen, this continues to be a bad take. My views aren't some silly little thought experiment I'm taking constructive criticism on. Wait, hold on. Aren't some silly little thought experiment I'm taking constructive criticism on. Are you saying that you don't take constructive criticism on your views? Because that's not a very good thing to do. That's not a very good mindset to have. If someone doesn't agree with me about like trans healthcare, right? That's a fucking hard stop. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. There's got to be a little bit more nuance to the discussion than the person just doesn't agree with trans healthcare rights. Maybe there's a bit more to the nuance of the discussion. Maybe the person disagrees not because the person is a bigot, but because it doesn't work in real life. It's impractical or something along those lines. I don't know. There's nuance to the conversation, and you're not taking the criticism. You're not taking the particular side of the argument because you immediately assume that the person is against you or that the person is going to kill you or whatever. That's the thing. We cannot have any sorts of discussion. This is why America is fucked. This is why America is fucked. We cannot have the discussion about the practicality of having these people or treating these people in the LGBT sphere and trying to give them rights and trying to incorporate them in the normal society as a whole. We cannot have that discussion when these people in particular at least are telling others that they're sexist and racist and has homophobic or transphobic or whatever. It's just, you can't do that. We aren't going to be friends unless they amend that viewpoint. There's a time that for everyone just be friends, and that time is not during the largest civil rights movement in the 50 years where fascism is on the rise of the country. Well, define fascism first. I mean, okay, then where are the white nationalists, libertarians, objectivists, and other flavors trying to befriend me? Well, the problem here, and here's the thing. Here's the thing that you all need to understand, okay? If you're an asshole on the internet, which, considering you in particular, I've seen you a couple of times in the stream, I've seen you on Twitter. If you're an asshole on the internet, no one is going to befriend you. Okay? Even the people who have the same political view as you, they're not going to be friends with you if you're an ass to them. If you're an asshole to them. Okay? And this happens even people back in like 2014 when the GG is a thing. You know, there are assholes in GG. Just because I agree with them on GG doesn't mean that they're not an ass. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna be friends with them. There are things, for example, Billy, I think is a good example. There are maybe points in which I agree with Billy. Maybe we agree on anti-censorship and whatever. But there are points that I just disagree with him a lot. And he's not exactly gonna be the kind of person that I'd be friends with. Considering his particular distaste in me as well. So something like that. Anyway, it's always up to us to put in the work and become friends with them, but never vice versa. Wait, hold on. It's always up to us to put in the work and become friends with them, but never vice versa. Well, if you try to put in the effort to be friends with someone and they did not return the favor, then don't be friends with them. I mean, it's kind of simple. It's plain and simple. If you try to be friend with somebody and the person just ignores you or doesn't treat you very well, and then don't try to be friend with them. It's plain and simple. I mean, come on, y'all. However, if they want my friendship, they gotta earn it. And they can only earn it by abandoning their genocidal and all destructive views. Well, unfortunately, you consider anybody who disagree with you as having genocidal and all destructive views. So that's why you don't have a lot of friends. That's why, I mean, it's... I love the fact that you're putting your friendship in such a pedestal and assuming that people are going to reach it. Nah, fam. It's actually pretty unhealthy for you to refuse to befriend who consider you subhuman. That is true. Okay, this is true. It is pretty unhealthy for you to refuse to befriend people who consider you subhuman. The problem is, he doesn't really refer to friends who are subhuman. He refers to people with different political views. Not people who think that you're a bad person or you're subhuman. I mean, these people over here, they do think that you're subhuman. A lot of people at Reset Hera, for example, they think that y'all gamers out there are really bad people. We're really misogynist. Anime fans are transphobic, etc., etc. Those people, yeah, I agree. Don't be friends with those people. Those people are not very healthy to be friends with. What if you get trapped in an echo chamber of people who consider you fully human? What if you get trapped in an echo chamber of people who consider you fully human? Well, there's a difference between people who consider you fully human and people who have different political views with you. There are people who have different political views with you and still consider you human. That's the thing. That happens. Seriously. Jeez. There are things that I disagree with you on, but I still watch your content because you're a cool person and you help me expand my mindset. Aw, thank you. But seriously though, even I will have disagreements with my viewers. But that doesn't mean that my viewers are all assholes. They're all great people, by the way. They're all great people, especially when you donate to the Streamlabs link down below. Anyway, but seriously though, I agree with this person though. I'm friends with people who like Joe Biden. I'm even friends with some libertarians. Oh, they mean fascists. Ha 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 ha. No, clearly they don't mean fascists. So, man, it's almost like the tolerant left is a reductive understanding of how toleration works. And maybe some people, bigots, do need to be excluded from the conversation to make the world better for everyone. You see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I find very interesting about people is the fact that they're gonna apply this same sort of mindset. It's the same kind of mindset that we apply to gatekeeping people. We're going to welcome everybody who likes video games and anime, everything like that, except to these people who don't like anime, who don't like video games. We're gonna call people racist, transphobic, etc. We're gonna make issues out of freaking nothing. We're gonna gatekeep our fandom out of those people. Make this particular environment that we have in completely unwelcome to them. But seriously, and now you got this people and telling you, hey, these people like bigots, they are not welcome here, or something along those lines. I think the best thing about the left is that as many people meme, we all disagree fairly often. However, notice we can still be great friends and enjoy each other's content while disagreeing for the most part. You can't do that with the right or fascists. Can you though? I mean, fascists, I suppose. Fascists, I suppose you can't, but that is, at least on my view of what a fascist is. What my view of what a fascist is different to what your view of a fascist is. So, yeah. When you're a white middle-class liberal, the inverse of you is just a white middle-class conservative. When you're a communist or anti-fascist or LGBT rights activist, the inverse of you can be quite dangerous. I love it's the insinuation that being the inverse of a communist is somehow quite dangerous that I find very interesting. The inverse of an anti-fascist, well, in your definition of an anti-fascist, I suppose, yes, the inverse of an anti-fascist can be quite dangerous, but the problem is your definition of a fascist. Yeah, we're going definitions and definitions. Unfortunately, these people have their own really weird and warped definitions. If your friend once said the eradication of black people, if your friend wants, say, the eradication of black people or the elimination of queers, then they should not be your friends. I agree. But has there ever been a person that actually have these opinions that are part of your clique, that are part of your friends? If there are those people, then I think you have very bad cliques, that I think you are hanging with the wrong crowds. I mean, I have friends who are on the liberal end of things. That's right enough for me. Seriously. And of course, thanks to a lot of the backlash, a lot of the people coming in and telling Shen that you're wrong or something along those lines, him making this very innocuous statement got his particular tweet deleted. I mean, I do agree that this is a bit too broad. This is way too broad, and I do agree that a lot of people are going to mischaracterize this. They're wrong for mischaracterizing it, clearly, but seriously though, I just love the fact that this particular tweet just highlight the mindset that a lot of the people on Twitter has in this particular case, in that anybody who has a different political view, it's just another confirmation. Anybody who has a different political view than you are automatically Nazis, fascists, homophobes, want the eradication of black people or something along those lines. Can't win and everybody, I guess. Jovini the Hyena donated $5. We welcome all people in our group except that not from you. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Streamlabs, link down below. We had $73.56, $30 more before $27 more. $27.50, $27.44, $23. My math shits. Anyway. Oh, what is this? Console. Oh, we got to talk about console war. Interesting. This is such bullshit. We've had the $60 yearly subscription for the past 18 years, and now they take it away. Not only that, not just for the Xbox Live, you have to pay $100, $120 a year. But it doesn't even end there. PC players don't have to pay to play online Xbox games. Well, then don't play Xbox. Don't play multiplayer games on Xbox Live then. I mean, that's one of the disadvantages of console, in that you're gonna have to pay for multiplayer. You're gonna have to pay $24.99 for 3 months, and then $100 to $120 a year. And you're gonna have to keep on paying that if you want to play multiplayer games. I mean, thank God I don't play multiplayer games. I mean, sure, I don't play multiplayer games. That mean because I have no friends and I don't have a social life. But hey, at least I don't have to pay a lot. Or at least on the console side. But on a PC, it's pretty much free because PC is awesome. And then Game Pass has many games you need to be online for. If you want to play those games, you need to have to pay $180 a year, or if you don't get Ultimate, $240 a year. I'm not saying anything should be free, but we shouldn't have to pay this much to play games online. I agree with you, but unfortunately, that's just how it is with Xbox and the PlayStation, the ecosystem in general, where you have to pay for multiplayer in order for you to play multiplayer. You have to pay for Xbox Live or PlayStation Gold to actually get multiplayer. That's why people go to PC. That's why the solution then, instead of buying a Series X, build a PC and ditch Xbox. Seriously, build a PC and ditch Xbox. If you want tech tips, links down below. My Twitter's down below. My email's down below. I'll give you all the PC tech tips you need for free, 100%. I'll even give you Discord. I'll even stream Discord with you guys, with you, if you need a live PC troubleshooting. But anyway, that'll send a message more than complaining on Twitter. Yes, I would, but building a PC takes a fuck ton of money. Depends on the budget, depends on which kind of PC you're talking about, depends on if you're willing to buy second parts or not. It depends. PC is not this monolith, everything is expensive, etc. And that's not even my biggest concern. Getting a virus could wipe out my entire drive. No. These days, the only way for you to get a virus on the internet on PC is if you're a dumbass, because if you download really sketchy software and you have absolutely seriously, the only way for you to get a virus right now, it's to the point where I don't even use use antivirus. I think Windows Defender is fine. Because again, I think Linus said this, something along the lines of, I think it was paraphrasing, but he said something along the lines of, well, unless if you're an idiot, you'll be free from virus in general. Just don't download stupid stuff on the internet. And you take that risk whenever you download anything. No, only when you download the stupidest things, when you download sketchy softwares. One of the main advantages of PC is mods, and most of the downloads give you viruses. No. I downloaded thousands and millions of mods, and I've never gotten any virus. The only virus that I've gotten on a PC that actually wrecks me is back when I was like in 2011 or 2010 or 2011 when I was in Windows 7, right? Windows XP. It was a Windows XP PC, and I was downloading a booster for uTorrent. That's clearly a fucking virus. I got duped. But then again, at that time, the concept of the internet is very new to me. So that's why I thought, hey, this is going to boost my uTorrent speed. But it's clearly not. It's a fucking virus. I got fucking duped. But aside from that, I have never been struck by any sorts of virus that completely wipes your data or something. Anyway. Nero donated $1. These fucking freaks eat each other alive all the fucking time. Such fucking projection. These psychopaths, the idea of a civil rights movement is to destroy community stores, kill people, rape them, and just ruin people's lives. Fuck these actual fascists. Thank you so much for your donation. Keep them coming. 74.56. Ooh. 74.56. That's actually a really nice number. $74.56 total for this particular stream, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs, link down below. Get to 100. Anyway, got a couple more. Actually, a lot more. You know what? Separate post because I can't emphasize that tweet enough. Creepy old guy plus that everyone knows about and is fine with isn't just an anime trope. It happens in real life all the time and has a deep effect on people. Try to understand where the Roshi hate come from. Okay, so apparently Master Roshi from Dragon Ball gets cancelled right now because he's an old man who is a pervert. So, oh man, man. It's annoying to see that it's normalized, and it's annoying to see people who are in charge of a Dragon Ball FighterZ stream. Why are you complaining in Dragon Ball FighterZ? That guy has existed for Dragon Ball in a while. Now you're complaining about him? Why? Because it's 2020? And it's 2020 that now we have the time to complain about the old perverted man trope? I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all are late to the party. It's a trope for a while now. I mean, Jiraiya's fucking weeping like in the corner, man. Come on, y'all. But anyway, who are in charge of Dragon Ball FighterZ stream, official fucking people here, pandering to that side of the community and talking about looking forward to Roshi making comments to Videl, high school Videl. Oh no! Roshi acting in character! God forbid! I mean, jeez! Roshi is just a fiction, it doesn't affect reality. Fans literally documenting their brain rot by... You're accusing us for having brain rot? It doesn't affect reality. I'm sorry to say this to you, but you got this backwards. Roshi, the perverted old man, exists in real life. Real life way before Roshi is even a thing. They have existed back in the ancient Japanese civilization even. Perverted old man has existed for a while now. Roshi is not new. Roshi is merely a representation of those kinds of people in real life. I'm sorry, you got this backwards, fam. But anyway, fans literally documenting their brain rot. No, you have a brain rot. By outright making sexual harassment jokes at survivors. Citation needed on that one. If you think there's no harm in pervert that gropes women tropes in anime or any media for that matter, no, there isn't. There isn't. There is none. It's fiction. It's fiction depicting what people do in real life. You got this backwards. It's reality affecting fiction. It's not fiction affecting reality, dummy. My God. My God. I mean, I've literally got many cases of meanwhile. I mean, let me tell you a story ladies and gentlemen, of a guy in Indonesia who stole, and I mean stole, a 40-year-old recently divorced man who stole like 50 kilograms worth of patties and bras in Indonesia. I am not fucking kidding. Literal, actual news. Last week, there was a guy who stole 50 kilograms worth of fucking patties and bras. Y'all telling me that guy stole all those patties and bras because he watched fucking Dragon Ball, or he look at this anime tropes and go, oh, you know what? These anime characters, they love to steal panties and shit. They love to do what Kazuma did back in Konosuba, and I'm gonna do that. Sure thing, fam. Sure thing. But seriously, though. Anyway, iBob official did it to $1. You ever notice how all these freaks complaining about anime perverts are furries? Always furries. A lot of times it's always furries. And the one thing I love about this, I forgot who made this, and I forgot to put this on stream, is that these furries will complain about lolicons or fiction affecting reality stuff on Twitter, and then in the background, and then when you're not looking, all right, when y'all not looking, they will complain about this shit in all of our faces, but in the back, they'll be commissioning like the most fucked up fetish you can think of, like diaper fetish, floor fetish, or giantess fetish being stepped on. I have no fucking idea what kind of fetish that you think is the most fucked up. They will commission that shit in the background. Always happens every single fucking time. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. It's now $75.56, ladies and gentlemen. $25 more to $100. Anyway, where was I? Any media for that matter, and proceed to turn around and tell victims who speak up against those tropes to shut up. It's not a big deal. It's just a joke. Congrats, you're literally part of the problem. Citation needed. You can't just have these people become your shield. It's like, hey, these people say that it's a problem and you need to shut up. Well, I'm going to bring other sexual abuse victims who disagree with you, and I'm going to use them as a shield. Who's the right one here? I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. If you're going to use those people as a shield, I can use them as a shield as well. Because there are sexual abuse victims that disagree with you here. Anyway, Mineta sucks, Jiraiya sucks, Roshi sucks, it all stop and should be criticized and stop, and it's not just a joke. It is reality for so many people that literally traumatized, and no amount of it's just fiction changes the real damage these tropes and jokes do. I'm sorry, what kind of damage? Psychological damage? What kind of... Don't watch these anime then. Don't watch these anime if you feel that they particularly trigger you or whatever. Blue did it to $1. People tried to cancel Deo. Is it Deo or Dio? JoJo Dio. But anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But anyway, again, you got this backwards, fam. If you have some shit for brains idiot take about how Master Roshi is good, actually, you can discuss your stupid idiot takes with me and leave survivors the fuck alone. You fall fucking clumps of worm food. Well, you're the one who brought them up. I'm sorry, if you're gonna bring them up as a defense for your point, then I'm going to bring them up as well as a defense for your point. We can do this all day, fam. What do you want? Anyway, Thoughts of Water donated to $1. I do webcomics about anthropomorphic animals. Furries make me wonder if I did that. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Now $77.56, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, a 13-year-old autistic kid identifying as cat gender doesn't affect you. Let me explain this to you very plainly, all right? They do. I'm sorry, but they do. They make people look bad. They make the community look deranged. They make the community look crazy. I'm sorry, but they do. They do affect the rest of the LGBT people, you know, who are actually normal people and want to receive rights and not, you know, this. Anyway, trans women are women, trans men are men, TERF is not a slur, blah, 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 blah. Political statements, emoji pronouns are valid, noun pronouns are valid, what? What kind of pronoun is that? If you leave any hate from this point, you're getting asked, you shart, you get back, moving on. That's dumb. Anyway, in 2021, we're normalizing fucking normal women, not traps or ladies and gentlemen, I think we have ended in the opposite side of the spectrum. In 2021, we normalize fucking normal women, not traps or males, tomboys who go... Tomboys? What's wrong with fucking tomboys? Excuse me? What do you have against tomboys, my man? What the fuck is what the fuck are oogos? What the fuck are oogos anyway? Mommies clapped out fatties. Jeez. Mommies clapped out fatties. Okay. Mena baddie. What the fuck are mena baddies? Quasi R-word. What? Quasi R-word S-word with facial hair. What? Waifus fit GF's fat juice stuff. What? Makes sense. What are you talking about? Latinx hotties or goblina? Okay, Latinx, at least I can agree on that one. Goblinas? The fucker fix your dick F word. Yep, I'm playing that. I am definitely playing that.
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
Yep. He said it. Wow, some random meme female. Wow, maybe she'll fuck me since normal broads won't. What? I'm a trap with 8 inches. Pull the fuck up. Oh, Jesus. Oh man, Jesus. Slow the fuck down, man. Oh man. Talents of Water donated $2. Sorry, I meant to say first. Maybe wonder if I should continue drawing these comics. And then Vincent207 donated $1. The way these people talk, I have to wonder if they're from another planet. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. $80, ladies and gentlemen. 20 more bucks before I get to $100 mark. Anyway, this dude sounds like none of these listed want to fuck him. Jeez. Oh my god. Also, with how much he hates muscular women, he probably has some serious self-esteem issues. Funny you chimed in. Looking at your profile, you're objectively a 3.5 out of 10. Dude, come on, y'all. That. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we know what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with an incel. This is straight up an incel. Local Penitive donated $10, doing my part. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. $90. 10 more bucks before you get to $100. Can we get to $100? Anyway, you're an unsuccessful internet stripper. Okay, incel, you spend so much time trying to get swole, yet are visually distinguishable from a chubby, untrained female. You're also weak as shit. You're a failure. Okay, incel. Okay, Masta. Let's kill this hoe. He could be a troll. Well, he could be a troll. But if he is, though, if he is a troll, fucking have some bravery and uncensor that F word, fam. Have some balls and uncensor the R word and the F word. What makes you to prevent if you are a troll? Come on, uncensor all of that shit. If you are a troll, you have the balls. Your balls, man. Your balls. Yeah, ain't have no balls, fam. Come on, y'all. You so mad. You're mad for correctly identifying me as undesirable, an undesirable freak. Stay seething. No, you. no, you. No, you're the one who needs to stay seething. I mean, come on, man. Come on. If you are a troll, again, if you're a troll, you are the most ballless troll I have seen that you have to censor the F word. Come on, y'all. Come on. Go all the way. I mean, even Billy from One Angry Gamer wouldn't censor the F word. Come on, y'all. He even wouldn't censor the N word. Would he? Oh, Billy. Hello. Didn't notice you there. Hallmark's wedding every weekend movie includes lesbian wedding. Oh, no. Oh, no. Lesbian wedding? Lesbian wedding? I'm triggered. Oh no, lesbian wedding. The movie isn't just about promoting lesbianism though. It all goes on all the degeneracy. Okay, Billy. Bring in the good degenerate stuff, Billy. There isn't one normal wedding featured in the entire. There isn't one normal wedding. Wow. Okay. There's a Jewish wedding. Oh my God. A Jewish wedding. A Jewish wedding. Oh my, a Jewish wedding. That deserves a done. A Jewish wedding. I mean, how dare they? How dare have a Jewish wedding? A biracial wedding. Oh no. A biracial and an interracial wedding. Oh, and a lesbian wedding. How dare they? How dare they have a Jewish, a biracial, and an interracial wedding? How fucking dare they? The Jews. How dare they have a wedding? Disgusting. The culture war is over, and anyone who valued Western culture has lost. Oh, Billy. Can somebody play the saddest violin for Billy? Just really sad, Billy. So sad. I mean, Jesus. Oh, what is this? Because it's no longer for soccer moms. The gays have taken over. Oh! The gays have taken over. Oh no! Big dun to Billy, ladies and gentlemen. Love never wins. Oh no. Why are you writing about a channel for soccer moms? Are you one angry big soccer mom now? Yeah. Oh man. I should have included that one. But anyway, that's great. Okay, what is this? DC Comics accused of straight washing Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy's relationship. Okay, that's cringe. I don't think they were to begin with, so you could argue the opposite, but okay. Harley was in love with the Joker, Poison Ivy did, Hardy did, and Letter made a husband and son. Both has always been straight. I see the problem here, Billy. I see the problem here. So, you took two bisexual characters and you interpret them as straight because they have dated people who are the opposite gender. Because, you know, bisexual people don't exist in the eyes of Billy. I mean, bisexual people, they can't have a romantic relationship with people on the same gender. They just can't. They just can't. Anyway, Jovin the Hyena donated $5. Lesbians happy and free with each other's with each other's vajayjay, I suppose. But thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. $5 more before I actually get to $100, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, what is this? I can't believe that the topic of the coronavirus and wearing a mask in general has to be a political thing. Their plan is working. Keep up wearing a mask, and when the flu season hits, your survival might be bleak. Okay, what is this? Thank you very much for bringing this awareness of this. One angry gamer retweeted this. Okay, what has one angry gamer retweeted? What is the danger of wearing a mask in the... Okay, what is this? Also, serious lung infections and loss of consciousness due to restricted airflow from wearing masks. Stop Phyllococcus from masks. Okay, first off, hold on a second. That is a picture of a nurse, of an actual hospital worker for wearing a mask too long. You don't wear masks as long as these hospital workers. That's perfectly fine. As for the rest, these look like herpes. Billy, herpes is not transmitted through wearing masks. In case you don't know, Billy. Billy, herpes is not transmitted by wearing mask or exchanging mask even. It's transmitted through sexually. So, my God, I'm trying to eat apa. I am very sorry. But it gets worse. Oh, not Billy. Not from Billy, at least. Face-sitting, cowgirl, and any other position with the woman on top are fundamentally acts of homosexuality. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this does bring up a very good conversation. Is it gay if you let your ladies on top? Oh man, the males by being in a sexually submissive position is engaging in homosexual activity. Oh man, remember when I talk about in my last video where I talk about being a masculinity guru and everything like that? This a person over here who posted this is like some masculinity guru and shit, teaching us the ways and how to be a real man. If you're a real man, okay, you don't go down to your queen. You don't let your ladies to ride you on top, okay? If you're a real man, you have to be dominant, you have to take a side, and you have to fuck them hard. Fuck them right in the pussy. Or something along those lines. And conversely, the woman being in a dominant position is engaging in lesbian acts. Excuse me. What the fuck is lesbian acts? What is lesbian acts? Man. Okay. Oh man. I'm moving on from that. That's just the dumbest shit. Oh, what is this? These people are the pedophiles that just protect so damn bright. Also free. Incel weebs be like, yes, sexy. Oh yeah, this furry over here posted a picture of a baby at the top of a woman's body to represent, this is how Uzaki-chan looked like. Oh my God. Well, at least we don't see her anymore. At least on the intro. Anyway, what is this? Girls, please stop fighting. Both of you are degenerates and borderline pedos. You can both be on a keep away from children list. Well, to be fair, I would agree that I would keep shotacons and lolicons away from children in general, but that would be under the assumption that lolicons and shotacons are very social people and not, socially reclusive weebs, hikikomoris, shut-ins that stay at their home all day. But anyway, Ah, yes, massive pedophile, the man with a 22-year-old significant other, big brain time. You can have a 22-year-old boyfriend or you don't have to censor that, you know. Nintendo donated $6. What is humanity? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to report to you all that we... Where's my plus? Plus 5, plus 6. There you go. We have reached $100.56, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining in. And we haven't ended the stream yet. We still have more, but $100! Finally! $100. Time for the victory team. We did it, fam. $100 plus party. So much love. Next milestone, 150. Let's see if we can achieve 150. 150, ladies and gentlemen. What's gonna happen next in 150? Maybe a new fan art, new poster, whatever. But anyway, where was I? You can have 22-year-old boyfriend or tranny boyfriend. Why else would you use SOLL? Seriously? And still have a disgusting sense of sexuality. Should have gotten more pussy in high school, then you wouldn't be like this. Why would you measure somebody's worth based on how much pussy they got in high school? That's kind of weird. Anyway, I use SO because it's easier than spelling my wife, who isn't trans and very much female. Besides, I'm bisexual, so it wouldn't matter to me anyways. I think you're the type to hit their peak in high school and can only cope with being the same douche online as you are then, lol. The types of men that judge their own self-value and value of others by how many women you fuck tend to be the ones that are the most insecure and self-conscious prudes out there, and deem women whores for sleeping with other men that aren't them. It's sad and disgusting. That's actually true. I only brought up getting pussy in high school because I thought that maybe it'd make you normal instead of an extremely online edgelord, thinking his masturbation field owns feminists and doesn't make you look like a cum brain, which you are. Yeah, you are projecting, dude. I mean, you only brought up getting pussy in high school because you thought that maybe it makes you normal instead of an extremely online edgelord, as if you aren't. You're kind of projecting right now, fam. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, what is this? Oh, yeah, this is in regards to, this is in response to the guy, that guy before the muscly women. Yeah, should have posted this one right there. Anyway, this pasta is so great, but I think I'll die without some sauce. Yeah, so this Kukuri over here posting some nice girl with abs fan art, and Kukurio eventually posted his own website, and they have a Move, bitch! My God, move on! My God, these people. And fucking Poochie there is being based. Base Poochie. I don't see how this is an issue. Move the hell on. Fucking Poochie there is being actual fucking base for once. Anyway, what is this? Stay mad Wait, what the fuck? Excuse me? What the fuck did you just do? Stay mad racist. I think you confuse racist with you. this, excuse me? What the fuck have you done? Okuyasu?
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word.
Since when did Sora become a gyaru? Since when did Sora become a gyaru indeed? Oh no. Oh no, the dojins for this is gonna come. My God, the gyaru Sora. Oh no. Shit. Fuck. Anyway, what is this? Introducing femboys, the most wholesome trend on TikTok. Okay. Teenage boys, queer and straight, are twirling in cute dresses and skirts under viral hashtags like Femboy Friday. Oh! Oh God! Oh God! God! No! 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 Well, why? Why? No! That ain't femboys, fam. I'm expecting my anime traps, but instead I got this. What the fuck, y'all? Come on, y'all. Come on, what the fuck? That's not what I had. Moving on. That's just disgusting. Oh, what is this? Now more than ever, Blizzard needs to rethink World of Warcraft's race war. Okay, it's time to move past fantasy tropes. Race-based conflict goes back to its very origins of fantasy. Lord of the Rings presents its own race. Oh my god, we're doing this. Just as Platoon ushered in a more nuanced version of storytelling about war in films, fantasy literature has also largely moved past the idea that all members of a fantastical race share the exact same beliefs and oh my god, we're doing this again. It's time for WoW to do the same. The lore that WoW is based on was created long ago in a different era. It's not a valid excuse anymore. Valid excuse for what? For depicting it? Instead, Blizzard opted to keep the world's races locked in ever-ending conflict with one another. Actually, Blizzard has a lot more issues than this. Come on, y'all. Blizzard has a lot more issues than whatever the fuck you're complaining about, and instead you're complaining about this. When asked about it, they're doubled down on the faction is integral to the game world. You know what? This is one of the times where I would agree on Blizzard. If only they do the same thing to the rest of the franchises that they just butchered with. But anyway, I can see where they're coming from in a certain sense, but I also think it's a mistake. If we're gonna keep those factions to maintain the premise that these are first and foremost racially motivated What? Are you what? Racially motivated excuse me. I mean, if you're gonna accuse Blizzard of being racist, there are a bunch of things that I can accuse Blizzards of being racist with, but this ain't it, fam. This ain't it. This really ain't it. Racism in a modern political spotlight. The massive worldwide black... Oh, come on, seriously. What the fuck does that have anything to do with anything? Now more than ever before, it's time to end WoW's race war. Oh no, it's time to end a fictional race war because I disagree with it. It's time to let factions be factions, not racial segregations. Let faction pride be pride in a set of beliefs, not prejudice. For the Horde and for the Alliance are two opposing rallying cries of WoW, but when you think about it, are these cries really any different for spouting white power? Oh, man, writer, you are just 1 inch away from saying that Leroy Jenkins is racist. Leroy Jenkins is the same as the 14 words. If you say Leroy Jenkins, that means you are reciting the 14 words. We will secure the freaking future for white. I actually forgot, but seriously. Man. Oh god, what is this? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Remaster feels like the Dark Souls of skate. Of course. The new Tony Hawk Pro Skaters game are satisfyingly nostalgic and far tougher than you remember. I think you guys need to play Skate or Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Those games are that actually... Proving Ground is actually the one that tries to be the realistic Tony Hawk game. That's the incorporation for... it has elements from Skate. Actually, I don't know if it's Skate got released after that, but anyway... The Dark Souls of... Oh my god. Beneath its facade is a sports game, Tony Hawk... Okay, what is this? As even Activision acknowledges, there are major changes to the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater games that Pro Skater 1 and 2 builds upon. That includes a significant visual overhaul. What? Duh! That's what they call it, a fucking remaster! Wait. Of course they're gonna have a visual overhaul. What the fuck? I mean, who the fuck wrote this? Who the fuck wrote this? This can't be a fucking gaming website. Of course they're gonna have a visual overhaul. It's a remaster. Oh my god. If only it weren't so difficult. I mean, seriously. If this, you thought this is difficult, play Skater XL or Skate in general. I mean, come on, y'all. Beneath its facade is a sports game. Tony Hawk Pro Skater is a fighting game in disguise. Huh. Actually, somebody mentioned this in the chat. That it's a fighting game in disguise. Indeed, in some way, I guess. Like fighting games, it requires precise timing and knowledge of intricate combo inputs. Yeah. It kind of does. Except you don't fight somebody else. So, it does you no good to mash away at the controller. With Isaac Newton's law of physics as you ever present enemy, nothing is more disappointing than racking up an impressive score only to lose it all. Oh, boo fucking who. Plus precious time because you got ambitions. It's no Dark Souls, but Pro Skater 1 and 2 is a harsh reminder that you are not the pro skater you imagine yourself to be. Oh my god. Get good, Scrub, my god. Tony Hawk Pro Skater epitomizes the contradictory nostalgia that's everywhere you look in games industry at present. Gamers want to play old games how they remember them, not how they actually played. Pro Skater 1 and 2 has none of the jagged edges of a game in 1999 or 2000 would actually have, and is shaping up to be a very different game than its ancestors. Whereas the original were slower and forgiving, Pro Skater 1 and 2 is not. Get good, fam! There are features such as feet positioning and trick reverts that weren't introduced until later in Pro Skater history are present here in Pro Skater 1 and 2. Good! Those are good features! You couldn't skip songs, you can now, but why would you? Seriously? Dumb article. Anyway, moving on. Let's finally talk about this, the one. Sorry for all the build-up, so much build-up. Hours and hours of build-up, we finally get to talk about JoJo stuff. So, I did bring this particular list up in a video, but I didn't go to this particular list in depth. But I do want to go to this in depth in a bit. So this is Mother Basement's basement order of which particular JoJo order that you should watch. I haven't gone to in depth, but see, his order is very fucking weird. So it starts off with part 4, right? This is going to be for JoJo fans, right? It starts off with part 4. Why does it start with part 4? Because it explains Stan's self-contained story, but there's a ton of links to other parts to get you interested. Introduces Joseph. No! Listen, oh my god. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love part 4. I really love part 4, but starting off with part 4, nah, fam. Battle Tendency. Wait, what? Part 4 and then go to part 1 immediately? What the fuck? Wait. Sorry, part 2, Battle Tendency. We get to see Joseph's pride, learn about how much. Wait, why do you go to part 4 and then immediately part 2? I don't get it. Part 4, then part 2, and then part 5? Why? Why do you go from part 4, then part 2, and then part 5? That's a very weird jump. Like, the characters from part 2 don't really come back in part 5. Only the characters in part 4 come back. And then character from part... And then Polar comes out in part 3, in part 5, spoiler. But, seriously. Well, this is a weird order. And then you're the son of Jonathan's rifle Dio. Excuse me. Then shouldn't part 1 be here? Or should part 1 be here in general? That makes no... Oh my god. This is just... Oh, Stardust Crusader season... Wait, part 3 season 2? Excuse me? What the fuck? What? Oh, sorry. This is part 3. This is part 3 season... Wait. Hold on. Oh yeah, this is part 3 season 1. Okay, at least that makes sense. But no, this doesn't make sense. Part 3 season... Oh no, this is the numbering. My god. Why are you ordering it this way? It makes no sense. Why are you putting part 1 after you watch 1, 2, 3, 4? No, why? And then okay, why are you putting part 1 in between part 3 season 1 and oh my god, this is dumb. That's so fucking dumb. And then you put the manga in chronological order. Excuse me, but what? So, okay. To summarize, his order is part 4, part 2, 4, 2, 5, 3 season 1, 1, 3 season 2, 6, 7, 8. So why is 6, 7, 8 the only one that's chronological? How about... And here's a very controversial suggestion. Watch them in chronological order. What? Oh my god. You're making things even more complicating than it needs to be. I don't get it. I don't get you. And then you talk about gatekeeping and shit. Since people have been asking for it, here's a handy reference card for the JoJo basement order. Your order is shit, fam. I am sorry. Your order is fucking trash, dog. It's trash. I mean, oh my god. What? I don't think this is the perfect way to watch the series. No, it's not. It is a terrible way to watch the series. It is terrible. I do not recommend y'all to watch JoJo in that order at all. No one should watch JoJo in that order. I mean, even my order is 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5. I skipped part 3 because part 3 is fucking boring. Straight to part 4. I said this many times. But anyway, but I still watch it in chronological except until part 4. And then the anime man coming in and said no. He just said no. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, he just said no. He just said no. That's all he said. He just said no. And then Mother's Basement coming in is like, I understand the easy meme, but it's pretty disappointing to see large voices in the anime community flatly refuse to engage in the conversation about K-pop. No, listen, fam. You're shit. Your list is shit. That's all he's trying to say. That's all he's trying to say. Engage in a conversation about gatekeeping. What gatekeeping? Is this the gatekeeping of the real fan? That's not gatekeeping, fam. I'm sorry. No, that's not gatekeeping. That's just some opinion that people have on the internet. That shit ain't gatekeeping. If you got discouraged by some people on the internet telling you that you're not a real fan for watching the order, you're not really that interested with the show to begin with. Nintendo at $1. Call Pucci. We need to reset the universe. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But seriously, though. Yeah. If you got discouraged by some prick on the internet telling you that you didn't watch it in the right order or whatever, then you might not even love the series to begin with. That's on you, fam. That's on you. When all of the JoJo fans get over themselves, I look forward to seeing people carry on conversations about what actually matters, which is sharing the anime we love with more people who might love it. Okay, hold on a second. That doesn't matter. Hot controversial take to everybody in here. It doesn't. At the end of the day, anime is anime. Okay? If you are interested in anime, I can help you. I can guide you in watching the animes that you want to watch or might be interested in. But at the end of the day, anime is anime. If you're not interested in anime, that's fine. I'm not gonna share my love or passion to anime to everybody that in my face. Like, hey, if you're not interested in anime, you don't like anime, well, let me tell you, you can watch JoJo or something along those lines. This is what people really hate about the JoJo fans, the JoJo fandom in general. They're gonna come into some normie and said, you should watch JoJo. Watch JoJo. It's the next best thing. It's the most amazing thing, when they literally don't care. And then these same JoJo fans, when these normies actually watched JoJo and they thought, it's fine. And then these JoJo fans, and they give me like, oh no, did you say that JoJo is just fine? No, JoJo is the best thing ever. Well, you reap what you fucking sow. Maybe don't recommend anime to people that are not interested in anime. I'm just saying. Controversial hot take. Anime is just anime, and it's fine if you don't like it. Anyway, Dr. Pebbles to $1. Anime Man narration the manga from part 1 to part 8. Jeff's opinion is garbage. Marathon the manga from part 1 to part 8. Jeff's opinion is garbage. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But yeah, we're just sharing the anime we love with more people who might love it. Jesus. Yeah, it is illustrated by this meme. I understand the easy meme, and then, yeah, this is the meme. This meme pretty much encapsulates everything. Everything. How is this gatekeeping? All I said was no, exactly. I'm not accusing you of gatekeeping, man, but what you're responding to is part of a much bigger video on the subject. And I'm sure you can appreciate how frustrating it is to put a whole thing about big topic only to have people ignore pretty much all of it over one point. Yes, your point is shit though. It's a very terrible point. It's a terrible point that becomes the foundation of your video, that you have a watch order that is trash, that is so god-awful trash that even the non-fans who are looking at this and thought, wow, that's trash. Even people who haven't watched JoJo look at this and think, wow, that's a very confusing order that you have. What about if we just watch this chronologically? I mean, let me tell you guys, if you haven't seen JoJo and you watch it chronologically, you won't get confused at all. In fact, you would understand it much better if you actually watch it chronologically. You would understand the story much better. In fact, a lot of good stuff happens in part 1 and part 2, in my opinion at least. But seriously, jeez. Dude, you are looking way too deep into this. All I said was, no, I don't agree with the watch order image. I didn't watch your video, and I guarantee the majority of your replies to the original post meant the same. No gatekeeping, just an opinion, dude. Chill. Exactly. That is why I shared a minute summary clip to the general audience, since 30 minutes seems to be too much for some people. Nothing personal. Again, I didn't say you were gatekeeping, but your post had eyes on it, and it was a good way to redirect the actual point. You brought this on yourself, man. You brought this on yourself. You overreacted to this point. He just said no. All he said is no. All he said is no. My God. No, don't watch this nonsensical, haphazardly written show out of order. It wouldn't make sense out of what? Nonsensical, haphazardly written show. JoJo. nonsensical. Okay, JoJo is pretty nonsensical, but it's easy to understand. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense, but you can get it. That's what JoJo is. It makes no sense. A lot of things in JoJo makes no sense, but at least you can get it. At least you get what they're trying to do. At least you get the story and the characters. It's basic and easy to understand. Haphazardly written, that's your opinion. But you're kind of insinuating that JoJo is this very complicating anime that requires a specific watch order that you need to follow so that you can understand the lore and the backstory and all of that. No, it's a basic action anime. It's a basic action adventure anime that you can understand by just watching it chronologically just fine. In fact, if you watch it not chronologically, you'll get a lot more confused. Come on, y'all. Bad. Anyway, not finding anything wrong with this. Also, the most important aspects of Battle Tendency is establishing that Joseph is kind of a scumbag weirdo. Establishing that Joseph is kind of a scumbag weirdo. No. Why would they need to establish that in part 2 when part 3 Joseph is radically different to part 2 Joseph? I mean, part 3 Joseph is some disgruntled old man. While part 2 Joseph is very cheerful. He's very energetic. He's an asshole for sure, but his personality in part 2 doesn't really show. It has nothing to do with his personality in part 3. You don't have to watch it out of order. Oh my god. Anyway, and that Speedwagon is rich. It doesn't have Speedwagon being rich doesn't have to be established in part 2. It can be established in part 3. I mean, you can just say Speedwagon is rich. I mean, Jonathan is fucking rich. Jonathan is fucking. He comes from a fucking rich family. The Joestars in general come from rich family, with the exception of Josuke until he finds out that he's a lineage. Until he finds out later on. I mean, the Joestars in general are rich people. Are fucking rich bourgeois people. It's only Dio. Dio is the one that's actually not rich. Just adopted from being the thief and everything like that. So everything else really is self-contained and doesn't matter much. Well, if everything else really is self-contained and doesn't matter much, then what's the problem with watching it chronologically? You are implying that watching it chronologically would make it confusing, which it isn't. It's not. It's not. So many people are genuinely pissed off about this. One of the reasons I refuse to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is how horrible and toxic the fans' online presence is. That's not a good reason. I'm sorry, but that's not a good reason. That is not a good reason for you to not watch it. There are fandom. The Persona fucking fandoms are the most toxic fandoms that I've seen in terms of JRPGs in general. And yet I still love the series. The games have nothing to do with the fans in general. The show itself have nothing to do with the fans in general. If that discourages you from watching the show, you have no interest to the show to begin with. Do not pretend. Do not fucking pretend that you have any interest with the show if your excuse is, oh, but the fans are fucking toxic. No, you have no interest with the show if that's your fucking excuse. I'm sorry. I've heard and seen nothing positive about the JoJo Bizarre Adventure fandom. You have no interest with the JoJo in general. Don't pretend that you do. You don't pretend that you fucking do. When your excuse is, oh, but the fandom is shit. Oh, please. The JoJo fandom is almost entirely wonderful. Some of the nicest, most creative people I know I've met through JoJo, and it really sucks to see the loud minority of gatekeepers successfully pushing potential viewers like you away. This person is not a potential viewer. This person, frankly, can go fuck himself. I do not give a shit about this person. This person is merely pretending that he cares about JoJo. He or she or whatever. Good. Good. You do not care about this show. You try to watch this show because the memes are popular, because everybody talks about it, because the latest thing. It's because this is the most popular thing that the anime fandom's talking about. You're not actually doing it because you actually genuinely want to be interested in the show, like I am. I'm genuinely interested with the show. Actually, no, it's more likely my brother. But at least I have knowledge about the show rather than you coming in and telling people, I don't like to watch JoJo because the fans are trash. Anyway, Bad JoJo fan. You have to watch it right now and don't you dare skip any part. Okay, who says that? okay. If your enjoyment of JoJo is influenced by some prick on the internet, you have no interest with the show at all. I'm going to 100% admit to the fucking people on the internet. I've admitted many times on stream that I have skipped parts because I thought part 3 was fucking boring. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if some people thought I'm not a real fan, because I'm not. JoJo's fine. I enjoy it, but I'm not like a huge fan or anything like that. If you don't consider me a real fan, fine. Go fuck yourself. Good JoJo fan. Haha, you should watch it sometime. It's the stupidest bullshit ever. No, in a good way. They beat up a ghost boat controlled by a monkey. It's great. Oh, so you're one of those. You're one of those people. You don't actually watch JoJo because you genuinely enjoy it. You watch JoJo because you ironically enjoy it. Because you think that the stuff is so egregiously, ridiculously bad, lol, that I enjoy it, that I'm gonna have to watch it, etc. You're one of those people. You can't... It's as if we can't enjoy JoJo genuinely or unironically. Joe fitted the hyena to $5. The fandom isn't the show itself. Exactly. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But seriously, it's as if you can't enjoy JoJo unironically. It's as if you can't enjoy JoJo genuinely as a show. I mean, as a show itself, there are good qualities of JoJo. Even I, who isn't really that much of a big fan of the show, but at least I watched the show. At least I read the manga, I read the comics and everything like that. At least I understand the appeal and why people like it unironically. And now you're here coming in and be the pretend hipster. It's like, oh, I actually like JoJo ironically, guys, because it's so silly, right? Right? Anyway. Can I skip the second part? No. No. And maybe drop the anime, but the first was really good. Really? If you're gonna... Again, I'm not forcing you. I'm not forcing anybody. I'm not suggesting anybody to watch anything. If they are not genuinely interested about the show, then don't watch it. If you got discouraged by a show, then don't watch it. No one's forcing you. I got discouraged by Danganronpa when I played it. I'm just like, nah, I played it. I was like, nah, it's not for me. That's why I stopped. No one's forcing you to play it, unless if you have the duty to do a retrospective review or whatever, or do a review of the entire series, which I probably might do in the future. But anyway, yeah. No. Sure, skip whatever you want. Part of what makes JoJo's Bizarre Adventure great is how it's separated into parts that stand on their own. You get more context with all of them together, but they're all ultimately standalone with Lord Dangalese. Now, see, here's the thing, all right? It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, however you watch, view, or JoJo doesn't really matter, okay? At least I agree with that part with Mother's Day. If you're gonna view JoJo, it started with part 4, whatever. I mean, even my brother, who is a hardcore JoJo fan, he is like a fucking hardcore. He follows all the memes, all the latest news. He even follows a Twitter account that says it's been like 200 and whatever days after the announcement, and Stone Ocean is still not announced. The Stone Ocean anime is still not announced. Yeah, he's a hardcore JoJo anime fan. You know where the part that he started off with? He started with part 3. That's where he started off with, and he got into it. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. As long as we can enjoy the show and talk about the show, that's fine. It's great. It's just this really weird tendency of people going in and say, this is the order. I mean, that's kind of what you're doing. You're kind of suggesting this is this order that if you haven't watched JoJo, this is the order that I particularly recommended. You're the one who is kind of forcing this particular order to people. Not really forcing, but suggesting people to watch this order and kind of insinuating or implicating that this is the order that people should watch if they want to get into JoJo, whereas they can just get to it chronologically. Anyway, what is this? Helpful JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Key. Part 1 is shonen, vampires, powers, that sort of thing. Part 2, more of the same, but it starts to get homoerotic. Seriously? No, it gets... part 3, it gets homoerotic. Part 3, it gets stupid. Part 4, it gets... No. Part 3 does get fucking stupid. But part 4, nah, fam. Part 5, it stays stupid with crime. Part 6, it somewhat gets even more stupid. 7, haha, balls. 8, haha, 4 balls. This is not very helpful. If you're trying to, this is you joking. I know that this is you joking, but this guy over here, I mean, good God, this guy got ratio 12 replies. I mean, seriously. Again, at the end of the day, if we're gonna skip parts, fine. If we're gonna skip parts, fine. If we're gonna watch JoJo in the order you want it, fine, okay? Just don't accuse people of whatever, gatekeeping or whatever, because they like to have an opinion on the internet, or say, no, I disagree with I don't agree with the watch order or whatever, that they're gatekeepers, that they're going to ruin everybody's enjoyment. Anyway, let's talk about Kiss Anime. Man, we're in the 3-hour mark on the stream, and I can tell you for sure, we still have a lot more to go. We're gonna be in for a while, boys. Virgin Kiss Anime, covered in ads that will fill your PC with malware. Won't let you use the website if you're using an ad blocker. Videos constantly buffering and dropping in quality. Stuck with whatever janky subs the website chooses to steal. Tracks and steals your data to sell to marketing companies. Mainly used by children and normies who don't know how to torrent. Can only watch if the servers are up and you have an internet connection. We got a cease and desist, so we're shutting down. The chat, yeah, no ads. Episodes available in 720p or 1080p. Can pick any subs you want, even the janky ones. Files are set up on PC. You can watch them whenever you want. Offer all kinds of content, not just anime. I actually got the Fate Stay Night Rialta Nua from here. Peer-to-peer sharing makes the community strong. We got a cease and desist, so we're shutting down. We know. We'll see you on your next domain. No, seriously though, Kiss Anime is pretty bad. And when Kiss Anime got shut down, which is the news that I talk about briefly in one video, good riddance. It's the same thing as what happened with Indo 21. I think I talked about Indo 21 a while ago in another video. I talk about Indo 21 getting shut down, and it's the same thing happened there. Indo 21 is this website in Indonesia that pirates films and everything like that, and it has the same problem as Kiss Anime. You need to have ads, and the video is constantly buffering. You need to have an internet connection, and all of that. So, yeah. I was talking to a friend who saw that new Netflix movie, and apparently it's a completely different storyline. No twerking and a girl coming of age story, finding herself there escaping. Yeah, again, my point still stands on using the girls as a way to establish that particular story. But anyway, yeah, the ads. Kiss Anime does this. Please disable uBlock or any ads blocking to watch anime and Kiss Anime. You have just been banned for a few days because of this. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, in Kiss Anime, if you use ad blocker in Kiss Anime just once, you're banned for a few days. I mean, come on, yeah. Come on. There's this... For once, okay? There's... Pirating anime is one thing, right? Gaining profits from pirating anime and putting so much ads, all right? And turning all of these ad blocks and telling people, hey, turn off that pesky ad block, to quote Mundane Matt. It's another thing. And this another thing is people are not a fan of. I mean, even I, as somebody who does have ads on his videos or who gets this through AdSense, even I say, hey, if you want to have no ads on your videos, that's in my videos, that is perfectly 100% fine. I totally get it. I mean, it would be hypocritical of me to suggest that y'all should turn off your pesky ad blocks, which is precisely why y'all instead should donate to my Streamlabs link down below. But anyway, Kiss Anime. Also, Kiss Anime has a premium account. Yeah, premium account for pirated anime. Enjoy all the high quality, no buffering movies, animes, and cartoons. Premium account for pirated anime. Ladies and gentlemen. Great deal, right? Absolutely amazing deal that you got here. Premium access for all of these anime. Jesus, my God. Website that bans you from using ad blocker. Yeah. So, frankly speaking, when Kiss Anime got taken down, I shrug. I mean, Kiss Anime is not the one-stop source to get all my animes from. And when Yas still freaking exists, as I said, as I've shown before. But of course, this hoopla of Kiss Anime get taken down gets a lot, and I mean a lot of people pissed. Like, really, really pissed. Let me show you. Where's that? I need to show that fucking guy that got pissed. This one. This person over here. This weeb community after learning about Kiss anime and Kiss manga. Oh, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all shouldn't cry about this, okay? Japan, all right. I talked about this in a video. Japan does have, in 2021, will apply a much stricter pirating, laws on piracy, and will basically punish people from pirating anime and all of that stuff. That will definitely stop people from pirating anime. Because that worked out so well. And I mean, it worked out so well with literally any other countries that have piracy laws. It worked out so well. I mean, I welcome you, Japan. I welcome y'all in Japan to try to ban all these people or charge these people. I want to see how y'all did it. But anyway, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Spoiler alert. It's not going to work. But yeah, y'all should be crying about this. Anyway, fuck Kiss Anime and the pirates who have supported them. Sign up for Funimation or Crunchyroll. No. Did you hear about the anti-log initiative? Yes, I talked about that in previous video as well. But seriously, no. Sign up for a Funimation or Crunchyroll subscription and support the thing you love so damn much. Instead of stealing from creators. If you're actively stealing from anime creators, you're not a fan, you're a scumbag. In the thread, every conceivable justification you can imagine for stealing anime with people with thinly disguised guilty consciences. Wow. You see, these things, okay, I want to remind people that these things, when these people saying, are said by people that benefits from Crunchyroll and Funimation. These are said by voice actors and dubbers and everything like that, which is what Funimation does to a lot of animes. So yeah, of course the voice actors are gonna say all of these things because they benefit from this. This is their job. And they're basically telling their customers, hey, if you pirate all of this shit, then I'm not gonna get money or something along those lines. Because that worked out so well. Also, this is coming from a Funimation, y'all. Funimation, where they stole screenshots from Kiss Anime twice. A lot of times. So, and yeah, I wonder why people are pirating in general, pirating anime, when Crunchyroll in certain regions only have Boruto. And yeah, Boruto. If you're just gonna watch Boruto, if Boruto is gonna be the only anime that you're gonna watch, I mean, yeah, go ahead and watch Boruto, the one anime where it barely, and I mean barely, manages to scratch the main story and just all nothing but filler, or at least according to my friend. But anyway, and Funimation, it's even worse. It's even worse to some people. Some people couldn't even access Crunchyroll. It's like, it's not available in my country, in your country, or something along those lines. And then Funimation, also, sorry, but this content is not available in your country, or something along those lines. And this also in High Dive, no titles available for your selection at the time. VRV not available in your region. Yeah, a lot of times. So a lot of this, you can't have access to all of this. And then there's this. If you're pirating anime, please stop. Your excuses are invalid. Please learn the concept of then you don't get to have it. You are not entitled to consume it merely because it exists and is out of reach. That's some colonizer bullshit. Wow! Colonizer bullshit. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Pirating anime is colonization. It's racist. Nero Alta $1. I love how these idiots like to preach shit like this while literally telling fans who can't use their services to pay either a shit ton of money for Blu-ray day disc or to, I'm not joking, fuck off. Most dub actors are scumbags. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But seriously, this, my friend, these are the people that will gatekeep y'all from anime. These people will preach about how anime is for everybody. Everybody needs to be able to enjoy animes. Except for those who don't have access to Crunchyroll and Funimation. Except for those people who don't have access to these animes because they live in a region where they don't get access to those animes because of stupid legal hooplas. Those people don't get to watch animes. Those people don't deserve animes because we get to decide that. Because we are the distributors. We are the gatekeepers of this industry, and we get to decide the kinds of people that can and cannot enjoy anime. Seriously. Man, nobody expected a Spanish Inquisition. But anyway, it is not available in my country. How am I supposed to watch it? You're not supposed to watch it. It's specifically not available to you. So let me get this straight. Okay, hold on. Before we get to that, I don't want to address the colonizer bullshit part because that is actually very interesting considering that I live in Indonesia, and do you know the country that colonized me back in the day, back in the history, back in World War II? Japan. And I am pirating anime as a way to ask for reparations. I have wow. Come to think of it, I have successfully stepped in the lands, both of the lands of my colonizers. I, an Indonesian, have stepped and spit and took a shit in the lands of both of my colonizers. Yes! Take that, Netherlands! Take that, Japan! I have shat on your land! I have shat on your toilets! I have lived in your hotels, and I have shat on it! But anyway. Oh, man. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. I'm here to take my reparations. So you can't call me. You can't say that me pirating anime is not justified. I'm here taking my reparations. Japan has colonized me and they suffer from the eternal sin of being the colonizers of my country. They need to repay by giving me big anime titties. But anyway, you're not supposed to watch it. It's specifically not made available for you. Yeah. Again, gatekeepers. These are the gatekeepers. You're not animes for everybody except for y'all. It's an old title. I bet there's a VHS copy on eBay somewhere. Wow. 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 I love that you resort to that. First off, secondhand market doesn't benefit the actual creators. A VHS copy from some secondhand market doesn't benefit the creator. To quote Yahtzee again, all right? To paraphrase Yahtzee, buying secondhand, the only thing that you're gonna get a benefit, the only thing that you're going to support from buying secondhand is the previous owner's meth habits. But seriously though, also VHS, yeah, as if everybody has VHS copies, as if everybody has VHS players these days. Or it's lost to you, the impermanence of media. Should we, I don't know. Preserve it? I don't know about y'all, but if there's a media that becomes a cultural icon, that becomes a very important thing that we should preserve, should we save them? There are so many, and I mean so many TV shows, cartoons, animes, even films. I mean, Nosferatu, the 20s film Nosferatu is notorious, and I mean notorious for being lost, for being chopped off. If it weren't for pirates, if it weren't for people trying to find copies, everybody left and right, that film wouldn't have survived. There are a lot of examples from this. There are lots and lots and lots of examples of animes, of film. I think TV Tropes documented all of that in the Keep Circulating the Tape page. So many shows, so many animes would have been completely lost if it weren't for pirates, if it weren't for people finding secondhand copies or the DVD copies of it. But no, you just don't care because you don't. You don't care about this sort of stuff. You're not passionate about the media. You're not passionate about anime in general. You only care about making money off of it. You don't care about preserving anime or preserving this media from so that it's sustainable for the future. You don't care about all that. You just care about money. My parents won't pay for it, so then you pay for it. Are you assuming that everybody who reads this are 10-year-olds who need to borrow off of their... Okay, whatever. Subscriptions are expensive. No, they're not. Okay, that's debatable. And anime is a luxury. Well, I agreed that anime is a luxury, that not everybody needs anime. But that being said, your service in trying to deliver this luxury is shit. Okay? There are people who can pay for that luxury. But these people cannot pay for that, cannot access this particular luxury item that you are trying to sell because of arbitrary legal regulation hoopla that prevents people from having access to anime. This is not available to your country. I mean, I can pay for it, but unfortunately, I couldn't. I don't have access to all of this. Chaos Hunter, $1 Wouldn't dubbing anime be colonizing because Funimation dubs forcing American culture to a Japanese medium? Exactly. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Man. But I don't want to watch ads. You can't sit through 60 seconds of ads. 60 seconds? Jeez. Broadcast TV breaks are longer. Otherwise, you need to pay for the privilege of ad-free. I buy merch. Cool. Buy access to the show too. It's less expensive. Excuse me. Excuse me. You don't get to judge my purchase decision. I can buy whatever the fuck I want. But PC culture, feminism, politics of dubs, yes. 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 Yes, they absolutely do. Yes, they absolutely do. PC culture, feminism, politics of dubs in the show. Yes, they absolutely fucking do. Do you have any other answer to that? What's your response? No, it doesn't. You're wrong then. You are wrong. If that's your response, you are wrong. You're just an asshole. Well, so are you. You're just an asshole. You're an asshole too. How many times have you heard someone yell YOLO or yeet? Which, by the way, in the Persona 5 dub of the Persona 5 animation dub, Ryuji did say yeet. He just threw Morgana and he straight up said yeet on that one. Yeah, he did say it. Or mention a meme in localization. It's done to make it accessible and relevant. Yeah, because yeet will be relevant in like, what, 10 to 20 years from now? Sure. Not be transliteral. By the way, next liberal feminist witch coven meeting is at BN's. Yeah, sure. You're gonna joke about that, but this is not funny. I'm sorry, this is not funny. You have control over a lot of these distribution, and yet you decided to change a lot of this to fit with your particular memes or narratives and everything like that. Excuse me. Make it more dated. You make a lot of these shows to have relevant cultural memes these days. You just make them more dated. You're doing the complete opposite of what you intend instead of actually making them timeless and ageless. But anyway, of course you're gonna have this opinion because you don't care about anime. Oh no, it seems the Jimmies, they have been rustled. Oh wow. Wow. You really do not care about anime. You only care about voicing because that's what you are paid for. Fine then. I'm carrying on. Piracy is necessary for the preservation of all media. Streaming services have shown that companies don't want you to ever own anything. They want full control. Exactly. Perfect. Exactly. That's exactly what I've been trying to say. These streaming services, these companies, they don't want you to ever own anything. You need to have a particular subscription service. You need to buy for the service, for monthly services, so that you can watch these shows or whatever. Please, most people don't pirate to preserve. Most people don't pirate to preserve things. I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. I bought a lot of games. Okay, I bought a lot of games. When I hear that a game got cracked on Cracked Watch or whatever, got cracked, and Crack Watch says, hey, this game is cracked or whatever, I download it. And the reason why I download it is because when Steam decides to, poof, doesn't exist, or my account got yeeted, at least I still have the copy of the game. I download these cracks so that when Steam got yeeted, at least I still have the copy of the game. At least I can still play them. That's the reason why I download and pirate a lot of games, even though I can pay for them. Because I want these games to be mine. Because I have the rights for it. I paid for those games. There are some games that I've paid, at least for the games that I paid at least. But these companies, they want to own you. They want to make sure that the games that you paid for are not yours. I mean, how is this? Whatever. Companies can preserve their content just... No! No, 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 no. Companies cannot preserve their content just fine. That is a fucking lie. Chaos Sonic wanted to $1. This video actually got people who want to pirate anime and manga more. Congratulations, you played yourself. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But no, fam, no. Companies cannot preserve their content just fine. Square Enix is a very good example. I've talked about this a while ago. The reason why the Final Fantasy VIII remaster is shit is because they lost a lot of source codes. The source codes and the resources for all of these games, they lost a lot of them. So what they can do is just piece together what they could. That's the reason, one of the, at least to me, in my opinion, one of the primary reasons why Final Fantasy VII Remake is a thing is because they cannot remaster the old game. Because they lost a lot of the resources, a lot of the assets from the games are lost. They cannot remaster it today. They can only do what they can with the sources that they have. There are even cases where people found the source code of certain games in, like, I think it was StarCraft. Somebody found the source code of the Blizzard lost the source code of StarCraft until somebody in their garage just found the source code of StarCraft or something. Yeah, companies cannot preserve their content. I am sorry. They just can't. Konami lost source code of 1 through 4 Silent Hill games. Yep. There are so many examples of companies, of game companies, of films, animation studios, whatever, who lost a lot of their source, of their resources, of a lot of the things, their source codes, their assets, all of those. This shouldn't be even an argument. This is not true. This is objectively wrong. It's about feeling entitled to something you can't have or afford. Well, here's the problem. I can't afford them. I can. It's just, one, I do not want to support Crunchyroll and Funimation because they're trash. They're trash. And two, I support these companies or animations. And do you know how I support them? I directly went to the mangaka. If they have a Pixiv account, I fucking donate to them. If they have, what do you call it? If they have merch, if they have a merch store, I buy on their merch store. Or people buy on the merch store as well. That's how you support them directly, without the needs of having these freaking Crunchyroll and Funimation going through the hoops just to make sure to support them when they don't really support much anyway. As I have explained in one video, a lot of the resources, a lot of the benefits, a lot of the profits that came with anime is mostly coming from video game sales. The gacha games that you play, that's you supporting the anime industry. And then there's also the merch, obviously. So again, this illegal means are okay if I can't do it legally. Reasoning should never be used for luxuries. This illegal means are okay if I can't do it legally. Reasoning should never be used for luxuries. But here's the thing. Animations, they're not as much as a luxury product. Softwares, they're not as much of a entity luxury product as, say, a Rubik's Cube or a controller or a game console or a PC. All right? All right? Okay. They're softwares. They're video files. I mean, come on, y'all. Jeez. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the funniest shit that I have ever heard. This is the funniest shit that I've seen all week. I swear to God, this is the funniest fucking shit. John V did donated $5. They can recreate the source code that got Kingdom Hearts 1, but not Final Fantasy 8. That's just sad. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Yeah. But seriously though, this is the funniest thing that I've seen in a while. They made, the people in Japan made porn. Well, obviously they made porn. They made JAF, a Japanese adult video of SJWs. So they actually made a Japanese adult video of SJWs or feminists or any of these social workers or whatever. They're the people that are fighting for social justice, except instead of unattractive feminists, they are replaced with actually attractive Japanese adult video actresses. And then people got real. Japanese porn is literally next level, not a compliment. Now there's a series of porn targeting feminists with titles like "What happens when you drug feminists with Aurora?" Oh my god. Oh my god. 6716 buck. I kind of have this similar idea of this premise itself, but replace it with alien invasion. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. The Japanese porn industry has never respected women, but now they're going so far as to making fun of women who call for gender equality. Oh no. Please spread the word. Oh, don't worry, my friend. I will certainly spread the word. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Here's the JAF. Unfortunately, it's mostly in Japanese. Unfortunately, it's mostly in Japanese text, which I cannot read because I can't read a lot of Japanese. But seriously though, that's the source right there. You can visit this account over here and try to find the source right there, or you try to translate it yourself. But my god, this is the funniest fucking thing. And I'm sad to tell you that Japanese men will not listen to women, but they are sensitive towards criticisms from overseas. Please help us. Please help us. Oh no, some porn company or whatever make porn of Japanese feminists. Please help us. We are objectified. We are treated badly. Oh no. Oh man. Once again, I need to play the sad violin to y'all. I should probably play the full version. We just love. Don't you just love the salt from these? Oh man, that is the funniest fucking shit. Just the funniest fucking shit, and I just can't believe it. Japanese people are fucking base. And ladies and gentlemen, that is unfortunately the end of the stream. We have gone to the stream for 3 hours and 30 minutes. Wow. Pretty long ass stream. And total for the donation right now, ladies and gentlemen, is about $115.56. Thank you so much for the absolutely amazing, lovely support. Thank you guys so much for the financial support, for the mental support. Thanks to the fan arts as well. The fan arts are amazing. If you want to send the fan arts, links down below. I have Twitter accounts. You can follow me right there. Announcements and everything like that. All the Twitter hooplas that you're gonna see on the stream next week are probably gonna be in there as well. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Anyway, it's been great, and my throat is hurting, and I probably need to take a shit. Need to take a shit, need to feed, need to get breakfast. My throat is hurting. Need to drink. But it was worth it because it's so much fun. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I'll see you all on the next stream. Take care.